Are you guys aware that we almost see no titties in movies anymore, and we only see dicks? Hey, anyone notice this? Yes, I love titties. Big old titties.
Right, dude. We made it. Look at us.
What up, y'all?
We survived. Oh my God. Can you believe this shit?
God.
Dude, welcome everyone. We are in Las Vegas right now. God, it has been wild as hell. Wild as hell.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. Easily the most wild Vegas strip I've ever had in the entire my history. And that's like 14 Vegas trips. It has been insane.
This has been my best Vegas trip so far.
Oh yeah, it's
best one.
It's the only one
by a mile.
You like it? You like Vegas?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, dude.
I probably like Vegas too much. I could hang out here all the time. I'm like, just go, 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 go.
Yeah, you were saying the other day, you were literally like, bro, I love this because people will say all the time, they're like, I don't like Vegas, and you're like, I don't know, I love this place. Like, now I can see where it get tiring, like after a while, maybe, but dude,
yeah,
it's beautiful.
I mean, it's got to be, it is intense, and then like now that the show is done, I'm like winding down a little bit, things are kind of chilling out. It's been a lot of there's a lot of liquor last night. There was an unreasonable amount of liquor last night.
I don't know if anybody in the chat was there, but that
yeah,
was wild.
We had a good time.
Yeah, it was awesome. Oh my God, dude. It was, yeah. So I didn't drink as much at the live show last night, but because Thursday, but I'll talk about that later. But yeah, dude, it's wild. That we had so if you guys didn't know, we had a live show at a hotel. First live show that I've done in that format, and we didn't have a plan at all.
No plan.
So
we started like an hour late.
Yeah.
Well, but see, it was kind of a conscious decision.
Yeah.
Though, because the whole strip was closed. Because you're like, oh, hey, I'm going to Vegas at this time.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I'll schedule this thing on Sunday because I figured it'd be easier to get a venue that wouldn't be unreasonably expensive on Sunday than Saturday. And then turns out there's a marathon, and some jackhole decides to run the marathon in front of every major hotel so that you can't get to any of them.
Dude, so yeah. So I was super late and gay, and I get in this Uber, and my Uber driver's like this old, you know the dad in Friday? The dad in Friday that fuck, he died recently, right? The guy that played, Ice Cube's dad in Friday.
Yeah.
That was my Uber driver, like in personality and everything, right? And this dude, it said it was going to take us 40 minutes to get to the show, and the show started in 20 minutes, right? 40 minutes to get to the show. My cab driver got us there in 15 minutes, and we almost wrecked 90 times, and this dude was just laughing and cutting up.
Yeah. Yeah. So we had a damnedest time. We bounced between hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Because we had the whole scheduling thing. And so Friday and Saturday night, Lady Rackets and I were at the Cosmopolitan, which is like right there. It's not far. And we had to get back here, and it took 45 minutes to go. It's like a mile. It took 45 minutes. We had to like drive all over the fucking place to get just back here. And the guy tried like 8 different ways to go. And then we had to rent an SUV because we got so much damn luggage.
Yeah.
And so the guy's like, look, man, you gotta pay. It took me like 5 times as long to get here. He keeps doing this with his hands. I'm like, you gotta just pay. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to pay in the first place. So why don't you just tell me what it costs, like, for the love of God, stop telling me about why you're charging me more than what I don't know you were going to charge me in the first place. Just tell me the damn price. Oh my God, it was insane.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Dude, by the way, Derek Huda, I love you, cock and balls. He said his Uber wasn't bad. The reason his Uber wasn't bad was because he walked all the way down the strip and was on a completely set of different roads than us. So he got there in like 5 damn minutes. My buddy Rob walked all the way there, got there 5 minutes after my dumb ass, by the way, somehow. I don't know how that happened. I might have been drunk anyway. Jessica Reloaded, by the way, I love you. I appreciate you. She said there's no such thing as too much liquor. I disagree because Thursday. Okay, look, I will just tell the story. So I get to the room and I'm sitting right over here. And Nick's like, Jack Daniels is for bitches. So I got you this.
Which is true.
Yes. And he's like, I got you this stuff. And he's like, but you got to sip on it. You can't drink it. You can't pound it. And it's what, 65% alcohol?
65% alcohol. Yeah, it's barrel dovetail.
Yeah. And so I'm just drinking it. And like maybe an hour or two goes by. And I think I drank 4 total. And this is the first time I've drank in like 2 months, like other than Fat Milks. And oh my God. So so I start feeling weird. So I go to lay in my bed right over here. And all of a sudden I blink and I just start vomiting everywhere. But it's also 4 hours later, by the way. And it's like a cartoon vomit because it's just unlimited, just keeps going.
Like
keeps
a hose,
going.
like The Exorcist?
No. Team America World Police. You know that scene where he's in the fucking alley and he's like, ah, ah, and it's playing the music and shit? Dude, and it felt really good, by the way.
That's one of the worst scenes to watch.
Oh,
though.
I love it.
And then he falls in it
Yeah.
and you're just like,
I love it. Dude, that's my favorite movie. My buddy Derek Huda, we always watch it when we meet up. Dude, I tell you what, it's the funniest shit in the world, dude. But I throw up, and then I had a girl with me, right? So I had this girl that stayed in my room, and she got up and left. And that was it. She was gone. So yeah, no clapping that night, unfortunately. Then I woke up and I threw up in the bathtub, and then I went and laid in the steam shower for an hour, naked, just in the floor. The good news is I probably didn't take in many calories that day, because I threw it all up.
Yeah. If you did, you just learned like what women learned a long time ago is that if you just keep vomiting,
yeah,
you never gain any weight.
And then I can finally wear low-rise jeans. No, did you see that
they're
trying
to popping out the top?
Yeah, they're trying to bring that shit. They're like, bring back low-rise jeans, and I'm like, 70% of women are overweight. That ain't happening.
Bring back low-rise jeans.
It's gonna be nothing but muffins, man.
Yeah, I know, but listen, if there's muffins, you can shame the muffin top.
Yeah.
What the problem is when they put that high rise like control top in,
yeah,
it gave them the excuse to just like
suck
that thing in. Doesn't work.
And then they can trick your ass. Dude, have you ever taken a girl? Well, you haven't done this, but you take a girl home and she gets to your house and she looks great, right? And then she gets to your house and then she unbuttons her belt and that shit falls out like a melting snowman. And you're like, oh, great. Now I have to push this to the side to get it in. By the way, Trent Westbrook, love you. He says, how's Vegas? Bro, we're talking about it right now. It is crazy as hell. My boy, is it Jeff, Legal Vices? He says, some people are not meant to transcend Jack Daniels. Well, that's the truest damn thing I've ever heard. I'm going to be honest. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, dude. It was outrageous. And Varick Phoenix says, wristwatch. I see you trying to fuck me.
I hate that guy.
Thanks for signing my balls. Had a great time meeting you and everybody else. Deep Space Nine rocks. Thank you. I appreciate that, dude. Yeah, dude. It has been a wild ass trip. I'm having so much fun. Spooky Weeb Trash. What's up, baby? How you doing? You guys are a cute couple. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, dude, it's been great. You know, me and Nick's we've become very close. We've been sharing. We haven't shared the bed the whole night, just most of the night. Just
all day.
Yeah.
Because we're awake all night.
Yeah.
So it's just during the daytime when the sun comes up, we start cuddling, spooning a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, talking about our feelings, writing poetry.
Yeah.
It's good.
And then here comes all the clip channels with the degenerate talk. Did you hear what Nick said on his stream?
Camelot, we're spooning all day.
He put his penis in him. I know it.
Twice. The first time he asked.
There's nothing wrong with penis. Thank you, Muffin Man. Mr. Garrett Stair, appreciate you, dude. I'm muffin top hard, man. I got that extra skin from like a sugar glider because I lost so much weight.
Gross.
Yeah,
It was good. If you fall out of the building, you'll just float down.
it doesn't look bad, but I can grab it and pull it. Like, real far. It's really weird, actually. It's very elastic.
Gross. Have you ever thought about like trying to kidnap someone with it? Just wrap it around them?
Dude. So, like, that is somewhat true. But my old manager at GameStop, he used to drive a crotch rocket, like a crotch rocket motorcycle, but he weighed like 510 pounds. So he looked like this bowling ball with a little bitty wheels under it, and he'd be going down the highway. And could you imagine if he hit something? But dude, my God, you would see his flops flooping. Whew, it was rough, man. I don't know how that guy didn't die at least 20 times.
I don't know, because every like lean turn just
you know how much momentum that is?
The poor gyroscope in the motorcycle's like trying to keep him upright.
Oh, dude, he would have killed a whole damn family if he rear-ended somebody. He went through the whole top of the damn van immediately. But yeah, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. So yeah, that first night was wild, man. I threw up a lot, and I decided not to drink the second night. But then I ended up drinking the second night. We did the live show. We had Dick Masterson. We had Ty Beard. Ty was like an unexpected addition.
Yeah. I just thought it was going to be us.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember. Let me just finish. Let me restart that sentence.
I know where this is going.
I don't even remember the show.
Yeah.
I don't remember much of anything at all. And then I remember handing out the Baldo and throwing the balls and giving out a bunch of t-shirts.
Yeah.
But I don't remember why Ty came up on stage.
Yeah.
Do you?
No.
Huh.
No, you said Ty Beard, and you were like, come up here, Ty Beard. There was a guy that kept coming up and giving us shots, but he would give me like a White Claw. So I got off real easy, like real easy. So I didn't get drunk until like way later, way later. So it all worked out. Oh yeah, somebody said good thing it's recorded. Well, that's gonna be locals, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
gonna post it on mine. I'll give it to you. You can post it on yours. That'll be for our supporters.
Yeah.
To do it, because these are ticketed shows. People paid money to come out, and we had a ton of fun. And so we're gonna put them up for our local supporters to be able to watch whenever they want and hopefully enjoy it. A good dude from the community is the guy who he filmed it. We were gonna try and live stream it, but there was a guy who had a nice camera set up and he had an audio set up, and then he actually went and apparently did some post-processing on the audio to clean it up and balance it out. So hopefully it comes through and is pretty nice. If we would have been doing the actual live stream of it, it probably would have been like a phone camera right in front of us. It probably would have missed fucking everything. It was good times, but I'm glad that we're gonna have a clean version to come out.
Yeah, and no, yeah, it got pretty wild there during the end. But no, the guy that kept hitting the shots, he pretty much ruined you for the night, I think.
Yeah, a guy kept coming out with shots on a tray, and someone gave me that banana whiskey.
It's so bad.
And then Dick's like, "Oh, it's good."
He was doing that for a bit though.
Yeah, he was saying that my thing saying it was bad was a bit.
Really? That was part of his bit.
Motherfucker. No, it's good. It's good. Yeah. It's good. Banana whiskey.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. He's like, I love it. Yeah, no.
And then Ty drank some. He's like, no, it's good. But he likes Jack Daniels too. Yeah. So you've now transcended Jack because you drank Barrel Dovetail and you'll never drink Jack again, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I would like something less like murdery, because like Jack Daniels is like somebody like slapping you, and Dovetail is like Freddy Krueger.
Yeah.
Like you're just going to die.
Yeah.
Like there's no way out.
It's brutal. It's way too strong.
Yeah.
But that's why I like it.
Yeah.
You really only need like two.
Yeah.
Two of them.
That's why I always see you with that one glass, and it's kind of always the same glass.
Yeah.
I drank 4 of them. Oh my God, dude. Thank you, Cash. I appreciate you. Yeah.
I had a lot though that night. Like I didn't have the barrel. Barrel was mostly gone. Right when I got there, someone bought me a whiskey, and then another person bought me a whiskey, and then I had drank those, and then at one point I had 3 cups, 2 empties that were stacked in with the fresh one, and then we got on stage, and someone gave me we got 2 shots on stage, something like that.
Yeah,
So I was like 8 or 9 deep by the time we
Oh
were
my
done. It was
God.
God, it was brutal.
Jesus. Sketchy M says, Mr. Nose fat shamed me and I lost 60 pounds. Fat shaming work. Did we talked about that the other day? Yeah, fat shaming works, man. It does.
It does.
That's the only reason the epidemic got so bad, because people aren't shamed anymore. A little bit of shame's healthy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit. And the best fat shamings are for people who want them.
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, I need some help. I need to know I suck. I need to know I'm gross. I need to know that no one wants to look at me. I need to know that if I were in Sparta, they would have thrown me off a cliff, but I would have cratered the ground when I landed and shook the foundations of the city. I need to know that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think people are just there's too sensitive. Now, but if you look at it the way that people that are like really extremely morbidly obese would die earlier, then the obesity rate would actually go down, right? So you got to look at it like that too. We might actually get out of this some way or another. You know, type 2 is going to get you. You can't stop it. You can't stop it, man. By the way, guys, make sure you like this show. This is a exclusive in Vegas show that I didn't know if we'd even do because we've been so damn busy having fun, not doing anything important. But make sure you like this show. Like it on Rumble. Please follow my boy Nick. Follow me on all the shit. And we are up against the 120th Naked Snake and the Fight Milk. But the Fight Milk I will do on my next show, and I'll just double it up.
We don't have no eggs.
Yeah, we don't have eggs. And
we're dead eggers.
Yeah. I mean, we could figure something out maybe. But yeah, we're that's still all on the table. So thank you guys, by the way. And thank you, Trent, for your orange boy. I love you, dude. I appreciate you.
Oh, hey, to the person who asked if I'm drinking a chick beer, no. No, this is a Monster energy drink, which I don't normally drink energy drinks. I hate them. And then it's like the only thing in the room that's not liquor. And I was like, oh, I guess I'll have one because I'm thirsty. And I try. It's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Like it's unreasonably good.
Yeah. So before we started the stream, he was like, man, I need something to drink. And I have Monsters in the fridge because I'm a boomer. And he was like, I can't drink those. And he's like, but I guess I'll drink it. And he took one sip of it and he looked at me and he's like, wow, that's amazing. And I'm like, it is, isn't it?
So stupid.
It's the greatest thing ever, man. God, it's so, I can feel it in my ass cheeks and my, like deep in my ass rim. You can feel it all over your body, penis shaft. I'll never be able to stop. It's definitely going to kill me. Like I'm going to die from Monster. Like it's going to get me 100%. Yeah. And that'll be a good way to go, I guess.
It'd be a good, you'll be hyped up.
Yeah. I'll be super
You'll be amped.
Super amazing wireless at DeBronca and Masterson show up. Yeah, Masterson was in our show.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Masterson was in the show. Bronca was there. We had people who showed up that are like content creators. We had us three, obviously, me, Camelot, and Masterson were like on the main stage. Kurt was there.
Yep.
Danny on Direct was there. Lead Attorney was there, who is way taller than I thought he would be.
Yeah.
I always thought Lead was like 5'9", something like that. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He just I guess he's got the wide angle on the camera and he's kind of back in the frame and he's got the books behind him and must be a tall ass ceiling.
Yeah.
But he's like 6'1". Avi was there as well. She's a creator on YouTube. We had did I mention Kurt? Oh, Ron Coleman was there also.
Yeah.
Who else?
Dude, everybody was there.
God, there were a lot of people. It was pretty cool.
Man, you know what was really inspiring? Because I've been grinding. You've been grinding for years. I've been grinding for years on YouTube. And like I've been doing, a very similar kind of thing for years on YouTube. And it's sometimes you get burnt out or whatever, and sometimes you're just tired, And I started CAMELCAST 2 weeks ago.
Right.
2 weeks ago. And every single person that was at the show was like, dude, I've been watching your CAMELCAST. And when I went to Matsuri, like, there was a couple people. They're like, hey, I watch your channel. But every single person at the show was like, dude, I love CAMELCAST. And I'm like, thank God I did something that someone enjoys.
I left out Bronca and Steve Gosney were there as well. So I didn't want to, I'm not trying to leave anybody out.
Yeah.
It's all fuzzy.
Yeah. Oh my
it's
God.
all fuzzy.
Yeah. You told me you loved me several times.
Well, it's true.
Well, yeah, but it was,
I mean, that's just, I do that when I'm sober.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't know. The kissing doesn't really happen sober, but I kind of like it.
Well, what happens in Vegas
will be on my locals because I have videos of it. I have the kissing video.
Oh no. No, Peacock didn't make it. He was not able to, which was sad.
Oh, thank you. Devil's Palm. He says, call room service and have them bring you up some eggs and milk from the kitchen. Yeah, so what PDH said in the chat, they probably won't deliver raw eggs because of salmonella, which I would think. As a man of God, REKIETA and Camelot's relationship goes against my personal beliefs. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you. Another guy that was there. Tell him the Richard story about the wine.
So we're at dinner tonight.
Yeah.
With the Batistas.
Yeah.
Right? This Italian place, which is really good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And although it's in a shady area. So
yeah.
When we walked up, I was like,
yeah, there was a few stabbers.
I don't know if this is gonna be any good. But it ended up being really good.
Mm-hmm.
And they give you house-made wine like just at the table, just for free. Everybody pays.
Yeah.
But the guy, so wait,
Richard.
Richard.
Yeah, Richard.
Richard's sitting across from me. And he drinks his water. And then he grabs the carafe of white wine. And he just dumps it into his water glass. And he's like, this water tastes like wine. It's in good water. Something's wrong with it. And he's just like chugs it. And the guy's like, wait, did you pour it out of that carafe? And he's like, yeah. It's like, dude, that's white wine. I'm gonna be fucked up.
This water tastes really strange.
Oh, it's good.
That's the new purified water.
Yeah. So he was just pounding that white wine.
Dude. Yeah, that's Richard, man. He's crazy. Jonah Finn says, what happens in Vegas will be on local. That's for sure, man.
It will.
You got to monetize everything.
Of course.
Or else you can't pay off that credit card bill. Oh, God, I'm not excited about that one.
I do not want to go back to look at my bank account.
Yeah.
That's what I don't want to do the most.
Yeah, because it would be like I would get the bill for something and it would be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I would just, credit card. That's why I reminded everybody that Fight Milk is on the table. Fight Milk's on the table, everyone. I will make something happen for the love of God, Jesus. So yeah, it's been wild. This is definitely the most money I've ever spent in Vegas. Dude.
Well, we could just mix. We got wine, coconut water, scotch, Absolute, Bullet. We just make garbage can punch.
Oh, Jesus. But keep that shit away from it. I see it too.
What?
You see it on the right.
The barrel?
Yeah, I see it.
There's just like a shot left.
That shit's, I see it. It's terrifying. It's the throw up liquor. Throw up liquor. I see it. There's a little bit left.
I've never thrown up barrel, but I have gotten destroyed by it several times.
Yeah.
It always sneaks up on you. You're like, oh, it's just like my fourth one. I drink 4 all the time. And then all of a sudden you're like,
yeah. There was whole ass pepperonis in my vomit.
Well, that's your problem. You need to chew.
I was too hungry, man. It's been 2 months since I ate any cheat meals, so I was like, I'm gonna eat a whole pizza and then slam all this freaking dovetail. So
yeah, we also learned at dinner that you cannot harvest urine from for alcohol from a homeless man that you pump full of liquor.
Yeah, so I didn't go to college and I quit high school when I was in 9th grade or 10th grade, and I thought I had the most clever idea in the world. I was like, what if we just feed homeless people endless amounts of liquor till their blood alcohol level is really high and then drink their piss and we could get drunk off of it?
Why wouldn't you just drink the liquor that you're pumping into the homeless person?
I don't know. I think it would be more
Bear Grylls. Like you just need to drink urine all the time.
It would be more exciting.
Listen, when you're out on the streets of Las Vegas, you need to find a homeless and tap into his bladder immediately.
Yeah. And then Nick reminded me that they have a liver.
Yeah, they have a liver that kind of it works on that for a while, then it stops.
And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, and then he had a better idea.
Eli Clark says fight pee.
Fight pee. Oh God, that'd be like $8 grand. I don't know, maybe 10. Oh, that's rough. Because like you're never gonna live that shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, remember that time you drunk REKIETA's piss on stream?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
That'd be gross. And so then we got to the question, what if you could drink their blood?
Yeah, because blood alcohol level.
Shockingly, the internet has already asked and answered this question. You need to drink, if you got someone to like a 0.4 BAC, which will murder you.
Yeah.
You need to drink almost a gallon of blood to have the same content as 5% beer.
One beer,
Yeah.
but blood transfusion.
Yeah, blood transfusions. We think that might work.
Yeah.
Figure if you just like, if you get one person drunk, but you have the blood transfusion going between the two of them, then you'll get the other person drunk.
Yeah. So it started out being real dumb, but it came to a logical conclusion.
Yeah.
So if you didn't want to drink or ingest it, you could just get your friend drunk till they're almost dead, and then blood transfusion. And then they're only kind of dead, mostly dead.
And the real question is, like, let's say your friend is 20, right? And they're not legally able to drink. Could you drink for your friend as a bro and transfuse your blood to get them drunk? I think that's an interesting legal question,
This
right?
is an experiment. Yeah, so we should just do this. And then just have the law fall where it falls.
We got to figure this out.
Yeah.
I need to do that segment. I need to do stupid legal questions.
Yeah.
Like, is it illegal to give someone alcohol through your own blood that they're not ingesting?
There can't be a law against that.
There can't be.
Yeah. Because it came from drinking homeless men piss.
Yeah.
And no lawmaker has thought of that.
There's got to be a law against. Well, there is a law against giving someone piss that they don't know is piss. That's a law.
Right. But voluntarily drinking piss.
Right.
Or pissing in someone's mouth.
But I think if you transfused blood into someone who's 20, we're not being gross here, 20 years old.
Yeah, yeah.
So they're not legal for liquor, but they are an adult and they're 2 years past that. So they're still making dumb decisions, but we pretend they're not.
Yeah.
I think that should happen.
Yeah. And it's completely for science.
Yeah.
Yeah. No dicks out unless their dicks are out and you're the one drinking the piss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yep.
That makes sense. I feel much better now. We've come to the conclusion. Dawg says, why not withdraw your own blood? Sometimes drops one drop of alcohol in it and then pump it back into your own body. I feel like you would die. You take your blood out.
Yeah. Well, no, no. So have you never heard of blood doping? That's what like Lance Armstrong was doing.
Blood doping.
Okay, so you take out like a pint of blood. Because your body has, how much blood does your body have?
It's like 7 pints. I think it's 7 pints.
So it's like 7 pints. So you take a pint of blood out and you keep it and like you preserve it, and then your body replenishes your blood and your blood plasma over time. And then right before you're going to go do like a big exercise thing, you inject that oxygenated blood back into your body, and then you have extra blood, and it makes you like a fucking Superman.
Interesting.
Blood doping is a thing, and it's really hard to detect from the test because it's not really like, it's not like a steroid.
I thought he was just doing
and then he was also doing that, but
steroids, yeah.
But the blood doping thing has been a problem because how do you fucking check that someone just has an extra pint of blood or whatever? Yeah. So that's what a lot of people do, which might be awesome to try.
Yeah.
Because if you're not competing, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Fuck it. But you can't compete. You can't compete. Legal Vices says, great series of books by Spider Robinson involving an alcoholic vampire that hangs out in bars. He sucks the blood of drunk patrons, gets drunk, and sobers them up. Win-win.
Well, that's cool.
Well, see, we're not even the original.
Benevolent.
We're not even the original thinkers of this. I thought I had a clever thought. I never have those.
But I never thought of blood doping by adding like vodka to it.
Yeah.
And then just injecting it in your veins.
Oh,
but you could just inject vodka into your veins. It'd be the same thing.
Yeah.
You'd die.
I think you'd
have to just die.
Because that would be like a higher concentration.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Be huge.
Yeah.
Just spray vodka into your eyeballs like kids were doing. Do you remember that shit?
Yeah. I remember, dude.
You know how much that would sting?
I remember going to a friend's house, like skateboarding. I was a little fat kid that was trying to skateboard like a dumbass. And I go to a friend's house and they would be in the garage and they would come out of the garage, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they would just have the spray paint on their fucking nose, or they were huffing spray paint.
Oh.
And I still to this day don't understand how that would be.
Well, it's like a whippet, right?
What's a whippet?
I've never done these, so forgive me if I get this wrong, but what I believe you do is you take an aerosolized thing, and a lot of people use whipped cream containers, which is where the whippet comes from, like the Ready Whip.
Yeah.
They empty that out, and then they fill them up with nitrogen or nitrous.
Yeah.
And then they suck in nitrous like at a dentist's office or something.
So it's better than the paint, though.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do it. But you could do it with like aerosolized shit.
Yeah, that one dude did it on Mad Max. He was always got the paint on him.
Yeah,
it's just helping fucking paint. Yeah, dude. That dude was wild as hell. Mike Smith says, "This is for Naked Snake Vegas edition." Thank you so much, Mike Smith. No. The first pink boy, the top dog, the most attractive person in the chat, probably.
Definitely.
Judging by that.
I mean, a more attractive person could enter the chat, but right now, this guy is, ooh, God.
Well, I mean,
he's got nice tits.
Statistically speaking, if you're more attractive, you probably have more finances.
Yeah. And he's hotter in heels, too, than anybody else in the chat by a long shot.
Thank you, Mike Smith. Marcel says Steve-O would chug it through his butt. Yes, he would. Well, he wouldn't nowadays because he's past that point of his life.
Oh, the whipped cream containers already have the nitrous in them.
Oh.
So I guess I didn't know. I thought you had to like after you empty the whipped cream, you'd have to refill them. But it's like, I think it's the propellant that is used to push it up.
Like aerosol?
Because we have a shitload of nitrogen in the air. So if it comes out in with the whipped cream, it wouldn't matter because you consume a ton of nitrogen constantly.
That makes sense. By the way, Helena says vodka injected IV is an antidote for antifreeze poisoning in dogs. Thank you, Helena, for your contribution to this show. This is what she does. So Helena's here at Vegas with me, and we've been going to get dinner. Me, Nick, and her, and a few people. And this is what Helena offers to all conversations is not it's stuff that doesn't matter. Thank you, Helena.
To pump vodka into dogs who have eaten antifreeze. Okay.
Thank you, Helena. I appreciate you. Well, she's a vet tech or a veterinarian, I think. I always get those two mixed up. I'm sorry, Helena, if I'm not.
But that's a weird thing to me in general. Yeah. Like, oh, well, this dog drank antifreeze. Well, we're gonna pump vodka into it.
That sounds like, you know what that sounds like?
Whose idea was that? It's got to be a Russian who came up with that.
It sounds like that old meme that said, you got ghost in your blood, so better do cocaine about it. That's kind of what it sounds like. You got to do cocaine about it.
Oh, a much prettier person has entered the chat.
Renee Villarreal. I haven't seen your ass in a while in my chat, dude. Have fun in Vegas and don't be too gay, y'all. Well, it's too late. It's far too late. You guys ever used a penis pump on foreskin and then you can dock with somebody else? Nick's acting like he don't know, but that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Renee.
I'm just mad that you cheated on me. That's all I'm saying.
Renee Villarreal. Damn, son. I appreciate you for your delicious hot red boy. Thank you, which was the exact color of my vomit Thursday. So I appreciate that, dude. Damn. Gayest and most attractive person in chat now. Oh man, dude, it's been wild. Yeah, I'm surprised the 14th time I went to Vegas was easily the best time.
That's weird.
There's a common denominator here.
Yeah.
it's because yeah.
We've had a good time. We just done some fun stuff.
Yeah.
We had a nice chilled out get together with some creators, hung out, and after the show we did two different things.
Yeah. Because
you were conscious and I wasn't.
No.
I mean, my legs were moving.
Yeah.
But here's how sober I was after the show. So many people gave me whiskey at the show. But one, of course, very, very special bottle arrived. It was a Kentucky Owl last batch number 4. My favorite whiskey right now. And he gave it, a guy gave it to me, a gentleman. I apologize for not remembering exactly your name right now. But I was so hammered after the show that I just grabbed my bag. I don't remember grabbing my bag at all.
Yeah.
And we went to the hotel and I had left them in the green room, the 2 bottles of liquor, the Smoke Wagon and the Kentucky Owl. I went and got them today before anybody worries. But I just was like, I was so out of it that I left my favorite whiskey, a $300 bottle of whiskey, just sitting in a room. And yeah, I didn't even think about it until this morning.
Did you get that back?
Yep.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep. Right after dinner, we went by and got it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you know what's cool? So this is cool. So I had to get it from the security desk at the Ahern Hotel. And the guy who went and got the liquor, they had put it in a box for me. And he says, "Hey, thanks for the show last night. That was a lot of fun."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, yeah, you were there? Okay, cool." He's like, "It was like watching a live iFunny comment section." I don't know if that's like good or bad. Like when I thought about it, I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Funny.
You remember iFunny?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's like 20 years ago.
I know. And I was like, I'm not like, I think he meant it as a compliment.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I should take it as a compliment or if I should be ashamed.
I don't know. I feel like when I watch stuff like that, it's cringe. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Me too.
And then you realize that people in the chat saying this is cringe, you're like, oh, fuck, they're right. Oops. This whole time I was cringe. I can't believe it.
It was
oops.
It was good, but we had times we had a little bit of edgy jokes. Not too many.
No, it's fine.
We weren't too bad.
It was like a normal show on Rumble.
Yeah.
But we
didn't do what Scott Adams did.
Oh yeah.
Your boy Scott Adams.
Yeah. He pretty much did the how-to on how to get canceled in modern day.
Yeah. First is you have to have something that they can take.
Yes. Well, yeah, of course.
Because he didn't do anything that violated like a YouTube rule.
Yeah.
A Rumble or local, certainly no problems there. But he violated every other social moray right now if you have something to take.
Yeah.
Now, you shouldn't be punished for it. Like he just gave. What's funny is, I'm going to say it, Scott Adams was giving the opinion of the 47% who answered on the poll.
Correct, yes.
That's exactly the opinion he gave.
Mm-hmm.
But that opinion is fine for the 47% who answered it. It's not fine for Scott Adams when you have a comic strip that's syndicated.
Yep.
And now he doesn't.
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. From when I read it, it was like one of those harsh truth things. And keep in mind, it was just the opinion of the poll. He's like, based on what these people think.
Yeah. And for the record, I don't care what Scott, I have no problem with what he said.
Yeah.
I don't think he should be canceled for it, but it was just fun. Like, it's like, you have something to take, man. Like they don't care what you actually say.
Yeah.
They care that you have a thing that is accessible and they will snatch it from you.
Yeah.
And if they can do it through a cancel mob, it's the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
They don't have to sue you. They don't have to get a government involved. They don't have to do anything. They have to put a minimal amount of pressure on a corporation that has its balls tucked up into its own butthole.
Yeah.
And then that corporation will be like, oh, I got 12 emails.
Yeah.
Kim, I got 12 emails today.
Yeah.
What am I going to do about this? Everybody's mad. Most people don't give a shit.
Yeah. And what's the most important part? The people that are pressuring to cancel are also getting an ass ton of likes and clout off of it.
Right.
Which is the entire point. And like, it's a good point is when, okay, for example, tiny segue, the new episode of Last of Us, I haven't watched it because I've been here, but it's another gay relationship episode, or they touch on it again, which is fine, whatever. But of course, the actress that's in the show says, if you don't like it, don't watch. Like, Frost, of course, that's going to work out well.
Yeah.
And the whole point is, remember, who was it that somebody got like one DM or 3 DMs or comments from trolls saying something, and suddenly it's on freaking Newsweek.
Yep. That's all it takes.
All it takes is 2 or 3 people, and it's on Newsweek. And you're using the opinion of 3 trolls that probably don't even believe what they just said to start a campaign to cancel people.
Well, it's always like this. Since I've been talking about anime cancellations with Vic for years, what we started to notice was that when a convention would cancel a creator, it was literally 20 or less emails would come in.
Yeah.
But the conventions are used to getting 0 emails about a guest. And so when 20 come in, they go, everybody
Yeah.
must hate this person. It's like your convention is going to have like 12,000 people at it, and you're worried about 20. Like, just don't worry about the 20. If 20 people say they're not going to come because a certain person is at your convention, but they were already going to go,
Yeah.
18 of them are still going to go.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
And the other reality is if they just didn't say anything or ignored it, it would go away. Right.
Yeah.
So, but there's clout to be made. That's the most important thing, is there's clout to be made. Chris Clements says Ron Coleman asked if he could be in the show, and Nick was like, nah. Well,
Ron didn't ask me if he could be in the show.
Oh, I wasn't a part of this conversation. So,
oh my gosh. No, I was very glad a bunch of people showed up and people could meet them and hang out. And it was awesome to see Ron there. The show that we did was a joke show.
Yeah.
It was jokes and comedy and stuff like that. At some other live event, I may do like a law cast thing, but I mean, it's Vegas, man.
Yeah.
Vegas is about fun,
Yeah.
partying, and ridiculousness.
yeah.
And I think we had a good time.
Yeah, dude, it was so fun. The live show was so fun because I just like meeting people, and no one ever really walks up and says they like my content. So that really, it gave me an ego boost to not swallow a shotgun for at least the next 12 months. So I appreciate everybody on that. Daracuda, by the way, chugged an entire thing. So we had leftover wine at Batista's,
Yeah.
like half a pitcher of it.
Uh-huh.
And Daracuda just chugged it while we were walking out.
I heard, I saw him mention in the chat. He just,
Yep. That dude's he's a damn. He said I bitched out, but no. He drank all the free wine. I wouldn't say that's bitching out. I feel like that's me actually doing the right thing, because also this same sumbitch, Daracuda, tried to get me to drink a Irish car bomb because I drank one with a guy that was at the show. And I was like, you know what? I'll drink it, whatever. And then Daracuda's like, no, you got to do one with me. And I'm like, I'm already going to die tonight. Dude, he can drink until he can drink everything inside and still be functioning.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
Well, he's a pretty big dude.
Yeah. He's
not like fat. He's just tall.
Yeah.
And meaty. And so it's like, yeah, those dudes can drink. Like, I was in martial arts a long time ago, and a guy was described as being built like a tree.
Yeah.
Just every part of them is just thick.
Yeah.
And that's what I get the impression of.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he could just pound liquor.
Yeah. We were discussing, like, what if something happened at the show, right? Like, so what if somebody came to the show and they're pissed, right? And they don't like us, or something's going on, and we're going to have some kind of security. And my first thought was, oh, we'll just get Daracuda to be our bouncer. Because he's terrifying.
Yeah.
So Renee Villarreal says,
oh my gosh, look at him. You look
another-
sexy in red, Renee.
That's another one. Another one. Blowing out the rest of the chat like they're a bunch of bitches. My brother told me he wasn't allowed to donate blood to a buddy in the Marines due to him having alcohol in his system and dude being underaged. They've thought of this.
Well, that's the question. I don't think it's illegal, though. I think that's just a person donating the blood.
Interesting. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, that makes sense. So, but it's still somebody's thought of it, right? So they've thought of it. Thank you, Renee. I love you, and I'm glad you're back. I'm glad you're taking care of your business, by the way. Thank you so much. And thank you for the giant, delicious, hot, juicy, cum dripping. Awesome Red Boy. I appreciate that. Low dose ethanol for inhibition of preterm uterine activity. It's a medical treatment.
Okay.
Damn. But how does everybody know stuff? Everybody just knows everything. I don't know shit about nothing.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I have an original thought with sucking blood and getting drunk, but no, apparently not.
I should say I was surprised by one thing. Not a single salty, puckered asshole showed up.
No.
Nobody. Everybody there seemed to be there to have a good time. Everybody was pleasant and happy. And you always wonder at a live event, especially in a big city, if someone's going to just show up and try and be a bitch. Yeah. And no one did. It was really cool.
It's because 99.8% of those people are all talk. So I released a video 2 days ago or yesterday, I can't remember, about a guy threatening. Well, he wasn't really, I guess it was insinuation, but he was saying he hoped I died. He had my bank accounts. The video is live on my channel from the other day. And those type of people, they'll troll all day, but when it comes to like a meetup, if they even came, they would just
They'd be cool.
They would be cool as fuck.
They'd be cool because they know what would happen. Like, and I hate like talking like this.
Yeah, I agree.
But like, they know what would happen if you're in a crowd of people who are there to have fun and you try and fuck up the fun.
Yeah.
Like somebody will throw you out the club.
Yeah.
And we didn't have to ask security for anything. I didn't even know security was there.
Yeah.
Until today, when the security guard was like, "Hey man, that was a good show."
Yeah.
Like, oh. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So we didn't have any issues at all. By the way, Ethan Flash says, reach out to Flash. He is going to delete his Rumble and locals. Also,
I connected Flash up with my guy at Rumble, so hopefully he can get his issues resolved. I know he's been having some trouble with it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I saw him in the chat and he was like, "Oh, you're fucking Rumble," and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what's happening." Rumble's been pretty good to me. I still don't think I've got paid, but it's fine. I'll figure that out. Thank you, Ethan Flash. By the way, Rod, I love you. I appreciate you for joining. He's Pillsbury says he snores like a 50-year-old 400-pound man.
Who does?
Rod, the guy that was eating with us today. Hispanic looking kind of guy.
Yeah.
that's all I can describe.
No, I'm like, my blink is who snores like that?
He does.
He does?
Yeah.
He's saying I snore like
no,
himself?
PDH, apparently he's PDH is with him and he's asleep.
Oh, okay.
Or he was asleep.
And he's sitting there just
Yeah. Oh God, dude. Awful. That's unattractive. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Oh my God. Yeah, we've had a lot of awesome supportive people here. Every step of the way, man. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I've been happy.
Tons of people.
Yeah.
We've been tearing it up.
Yeah.
Vegas sounds good. Here, hit this one from Heather because
it says, had a great time meeting you guys and other fans. Great people. Just wish Nick would have hung out with us more. I got some shirts I need to send to you. Camelot looks pretty shredded in person. Thank you, Heather. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Heather. I had a ton of fun meeting with people, but one thing to say about these events is like you try and budget time out as much as possible.
Yeah.
Wherever you go. But at the same time, like you're still, if you're always doing something, it gets exhausting. So I tried to spend as much time as I could out with people while trying to balance that.
Yeah.
And also Lady Raggets kind of like gets overwhelmed by a bunch of people. And so we had to kind of walk that line between those things. And you know, you also like, I've never been to Vegas, so I was just trying to be out and run around in the city. So many people sent me so many like great suggestions of stuff to do.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is like, none of it is what I actually wanted to go do.
Dude,
it would on a different trip, it would be great.
Yeah. It's like, dude, you should go see the Grand Canyon. I'm like, dude, I'm drunk right now. I'm not driving to the Grand Canyon right now.
I cannot leave the hotel. I'll get arrested.
Yeah, that's that 55-year-old dad advice. I'll go see the Grand Canyon. I'm like, dude, I'm partying right. Look at this son of a bitch.
Oh, this dude's such a good dude. I've known him for a long time. Since Knoxville, my second live event I ever went to was the Knoxville Knockout where Andy Worski was supposed to fight not Ethan Ralph, Tonka Saw.
Yeah.
And I met Tennessee Marine there, and he has been a stalwart stand-up dude ever since. So
why is he not here?
I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm hoping that I'll see him in Nashville in September.
Yeah, so I have a race, but I might skip that race.
Nashville's gonna be fun.
Because I live like an hour away from Nashville. I could drive home after that. That'd be cool. Thank you. By the way, Tennessee Marine, most attractive person by far, beating Renee. I love you. I appreciate you. That is a huge, delicious drop. I don't deserve it. Nick might, but I don't, and I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you so much, my friend. That's easily Naked Snake, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's insane.
Wait, so we have to do Naked Snake again?
Eventually, yeah.
I would never take my shirt off on camera. That's degenerate as shit.
Don't join his locals because you know that bitch is getting spammed.
So today, at the show today, I wake up, right? And I'm like, oh God. I woke up at like 12:30 because I went to bed at 6.
Yeah.
I woke up at 12:30 and I'm like, oh, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I get up and I walk in the bathroom and I look in the mirror and I have writing on my shoulder in black Sharpie I can't even read it because it's like still dark. And I didn't want to turn on the lights because Lady Raggett was asleep. I have all this writing. And I'm like, the fuck is this? How did I get writing on my shoulder? And so then I'm talking to my locals. I'm like, oh God, I got this writing on my shoulder. I can't even read what it says. And they're like, what? You know, what'd you do? Take your shirt off? I'm like, why? I didn't take my fucking shirt off. And someone's like, liar, and starts posting pictures in the chat. I definitely like took my shirt off for someone to sign my shoulder. And I was like, I have zero recollection of this.
Yeah. So I have
None.
a private story, like Rose's story from Jack on the Titanic, because no one knew about it except for me when we were on stage together.
Yeah.
And it was after everything.
Right. So we're done.
And yeah, and you were like, this guy wanted us to sign his chest. So we signed his chest, both of us.
Yeah.
And he wanted us to take a picture. And
I don't remember this.
You were like, should we take our shirts off? And I was like, no. And you were like, let's take our shirts off. Come on, you start taking your shirt off. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah, it seemed like you wanted to the whole time. You're asking random people to take your shirt off. Let's do this.
Let's
please.
do it. Let's do it. That was amazing because I had no idea. Like I remember absolutely zero of that.
Yeah.
That's
You did,
good.
yeah. I like that a lot. It was a lot. And then we came back and we did some karaoke.
Wait, here we go. Me 04120 says that was me who signed it. Established shoulders. Oh shit.
Thank you, Mr. Swiss. There's my favorite Richard Sniffer. Dick Sniffer. Oh wow. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, it was wild, man. It was a lot of wild. I signed a lot. I signed some boobies too. I felt pretty good about myself.
Yeah.
None of them were women's.
Me either. Didn't sign a single female boob.
Yeah, there was a lot of women there. None of them wanted to. One girl, and I'm sure she's watching this. She said she thinks I'm a great person and she loves my content, but I need to stop being a man whore. She's like, you need to stop right. You need to promise me today that you'll stop being a man whore.
Color was her hair?
Dark, short girl. Dark hair, short girl. She was adorable. But
short girl, dark hair, long hair, or short hair?
I think it was short. Not the one girl I told you about.
No, not her.
Not her.
She had long hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she was like, you need to stop right now with this man whoring. She's like, you're a great person and you have a lot of value, but you need to stop with the man whoring. And I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. And then the guy she was with is like, all right, stop, trying to get her away from me because she was sloshed. And she's like, you listen to me. You stop being a man whore. I love you. I love you.
I love you.
But you have so much more to you.
I need you to stop.
Yeah. And he's like, please stop. You leave him alone.
Oh, that's good.
It was great. She was adorable. Maybe she's the one, CLP says. Maybe she. Well, her dude was there. He might be watching this shit. He's like, oh shit, what the fuck? Oops. Nah. Yeah, no.
She just needs you to. She wants you to be better.
Yeah.
Her version of better.
Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with clapping an ass or two.
See, that's the way that it goes, right? Like, and this isn't a criticism of anybody. We all do this.
Yeah.
We have our morality, our ethics, our mores, and then we want people to conform to those because that's our worldview.
Yeah.
And we think, well, if everybody had my worldview, we'd all be correct. But we don't. No one does, right?
Yeah.
No one can have the exact same value set for everybody.
Yeah.
Religions and governments and organizations all try and like create sets that are convenient for people to adhere to most of.
Yeah.
But they don't actually, like, you can't ever get anybody 100% in.
Yeah. Yeah. So Heather Reed says that was me.
Oh.
You were real sloshed, Heather. It was hilarious and I loved it. I will not. She's in here now, so I'm not.
You do not have dark blonde hair, Heather.
I was drinking too. She said it was. She remembers this shit.
Yeah, I remember her too, but I thought her hair was darker than blonde.
I thought it was too.
I thought it was more brown.
Yeah, but Heather, my
like an American Psycho.
Yeah,
how really blonde are you?
Yeah,
more of a dirty blonde.
Yeah, that was before he chased her with the chainsaw. I want you to do better. Oh, so she ain't even drunk because she's still saying this shit in chat. Listen, Heather, all I got to say to you is, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. But with your penis out.
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. With consenting adults.
Yeah.
Does it make me less of a man that I want to dump a load in a random
Man, yes. Thank you for asking. It does.
Heather wants to smash. She's like, Heather, she's like, only for me though. She's like, I want you to stop with the man horn unless it's me.
So someone asked if we were in the same room. We are in the same room.
Oh,
but
yes.
not the same bed. Like there's 2 bedrooms in this room.
Yeah.
There's a huge, we're in the living room, the central area of the bedroom or of the, this room.
Yeah. He's on a different floor entirely. See? There you go. Yeah. It's a great room, dude. It's such a good room.
Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. That they're going to be extra charging every time. For various reasons. We're like,
nothing happened.
Who stayed here? Was it a freaking heavy metal band or something?
I know. It's like,
oops.
This has never happened to me in a hotel before.
We're just really clumsy, I guess. I can't control my innards.
Yeah.
You can't control your arm.
Equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing we can do about that. T from Laos says, do you like black people?
I love black people.
I disagree. I just said no. No.
Well.
I just don't like anybody that's darker than me. It's just a personal rule.
So someone tans and you're like, nah.
No, you go to the tanning bed, it's over. You're lesser now.
If you just go outside.
No.
I've never done that in my life, by the way. I'm pasty as shit.
Yeah, that's why we're friends.
Yeah. That's cool.
But Drex, no, I don't talk to him.
I don't either. I've never talked to Drex in my entire life.
He's like, can I come on your show? And I'm like, who are you? I don't follow you.
Like, no, actually, I think white people should stay away. I heard that from Dilbert.
Yeah. I learned all of this from Scott. All right. I'm following Scott's plan. Oh my God, dude. Somebody said the last guest shot out the windows of that suite. Somebody shot out the windows?
Of what?
Damn,
of this one?
Of probably a similar room. How the hell did they get a gun in here? Well, I guess they don't really search you, do they?
Yeah. I mean, I have 12.
With you?
No.
Wait. Wait. I bet say, how the hell did you get these here?
We're doing a shooting stream after this. Blam, blam, blam.
A shooting stream. From what floor? It's going to be part 2. So that guy brought all his guns. What was that guy's name? The Las Vegas shooter. Is that country concert? What was that guy's name?
Oh yeah, I don't remember because they memory hold that guy so fucking fast.
Yeah, he disappeared out of nowhere, and he was able to get a lot of guns. Yeah, so
yeah,
I guess it's possible. I mean, Vegas is the place of the free and the home of the brave, right?
Yeah,
$200 for an hour.
For an hour of what?
Man, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I guess it's $200 for whatever you're willing to not be happy with. We're going out tonight, right? It's Lost and Confused. Wait, who the hell's Lost and Confused?
Oh, he's here. Yeah, he's from my locals.
Lost and Confused. Is that the guy? That might be the guy that I talked to on Instagram. He changes his name sometimes. People change their names, and I'm like, dude, you do realize you just became an anonymous person when you do that. You can't be changing your name on me, damn it.
Yeah.
I've been in your streams forever. I'm like, I've never seen your name in my life. Oh, it used to be Devil's Pump. Oh, wow. Why'd you change it? You know, that's how it is. He literally carried up 200 pounds of guns and ammo to a room and suitcases and stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Man, I hate carrying it. Why would you carry it up? Have the bellhop help you.
Yeah.
You got them in suitcases.
What does that change?
What's in these?
What does
Nothing.
that?
Videotapes.
What does it even change?
I don't know.
It doesn't change the situation at all. It's like the bellhop's going to be like, yeah, I saw like 9 AR-15s. No, he's not going to ask.
I still don't trust that story.
No.
There's something missing from that story.
Yeah. Yeah. But the staff did help him. Oh, somebody said, oh, could you imagine?
Well, good.
As long as he tipped the bellhop.
Yeah. Dude, that's been my problem is I don't carry cash normally.
Yeah.
And you got to tip everybody in Vegas because like everybody's helping you all the time. Like you got, if you don't do an Uber, right? And you do like a car service thing, you got to tip the car guy. You got to tip the bellhop. You got to tip. Well, my last room had a fucking butler, so you got to tip the butler. And like I never had cash, and so I'm like, here's $9. Thanks.
Yeah. So, okay. So I had a bad experience the first night because I called a bellhop, and he got my bags right. And then he stood there and looked at me and was like, anything else? And I looked at him and I was like, nope. And he just stared at me and I was like, why is he staring at me? And then he just like kind of looked down and then walked out. And I saw you the next day give the bellhop like, and I was like, oh fuck, that's what he was doing.
Oh.
Dude, I'm from Alabama, trailer park. I don't know this shit. I had no idea.
I've been very conscious to tip everybody who helped me out.
Yeah.
Because like Lady Raggets and I brought way too many things.
Yeah.
I always overpack. I always do for these shows. Like I bring all my equipment. I'm like, I'm gonna stream every day. And it's like,
yeah,
no,
you don't. Yeah.
It's like in my head, I really want to, but in reality, in my groin, I don't.
Yeah.
End up doing
that, dude. I always bring my equipment, and I think this is the first time I've streamed on the road like that I can remember. And it's because we've been saying it for days. I'm like, well, okay, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it Monday. We're gonna do it Monday.
Well, I've been doing the same thing. I'm like, I really want to stream. I want to put together a stream. I want to get to do it. And then you like wake up and you're like, okay, I'm gonna go do this. I'm just gonna go eat. And then you eat, and then you're like, oh, I'm gonna go do this and this and this and this. And today I was just, I was low key. I was not hungover because I stayed up long enough to sober up.
Yeah.
But I still like was just torched.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw you come out of your room.
Yeah.
You were like, and just sat down, and I'm like,
sat down like
this is the first time Nick's ever been quiet. A lot of people don't know you in real life, but you usually just keep going.
Yeah.
And it's not in a bad way. It's in a converse way. Like you just keep conversing. But now you were silent.
Yeah. Dude, I was just sitting there like,
I was like, dude, he must be real messed up.
White. Is all just that come down energy because the show was, I was like, we got through the event. I don't know. So people, I do things my way. Like, I don't know the right way to do anything. I just know the way that I kind of stumble into stuff. And so for the show last night, I've done a couple of these shows with like Dick Masterson at his Road Rage events, which are a ton of fun. That's Philly. April 22nd. Well, that's technically going to be Who Are These Podcasts is putting that on, but similar. And they'll put together like a slideshow with a projector and stuff, and they'll like have questionnaires. And I don't know, one, how to do half that shit, and two, it's not how I do things anyway. And so it would have been like, that would have been a struggle forcing. I'm like, we're going to just get up on stage and talk for a bit. I think we talked for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I think we went about an hour or like a half hour longer than I thought we would.
Yeah.
And like, for me, that's just kind of the way it goes. But so all week, my like nervous energy is building and building and building up until that. And then it's like,
right. And then it's over. So you're just like, yeah.
And so that was like fucking today.
Yeah. Imagine having to go on a tour and you're doing one every night.
I think I could if I was in a cool, if I didn't understand how the people like come to Vegas and do the show. Like they do their like weekly shows that they do 3 times a week or whatever. I think I actually could do like, I couldn't sustain the audience or whatever, but I think I could actually do that. Like I get it now. I'm like, oh, okay.
Well, you'd be mentally prepared.
In Vegas, I could do it because there's shit to do every other day. And I would be like, man, I've been just jiving on this city.
Okay, so I think we judge people too harshly. And I shouldn't say we judge them too harshly, but we forget perspectives. Like we ask ourselves why certain actors and maybe comedians or rock stars are on cocaine.
Yeah.
And then you do like one live show and you're beat.
You were fucking torched.
Yeah. And they're doing the meet and greet after. They're all doing the same shit.
And if you look at their plane schedules, like when you look at the tours, it's like, oh, we're in New York, then we're in LA. Then we're back in New Jersey the next day. It's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Like, no wonder these guys get fucking sauced up and tossed
just
up.
Every day. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
No, you start to kind of get that when you do the live events. Same with Matsuri.
Yeah.
4 straight days of just go. And then you get done, you're like,
yeah, by the last one, I'm beat.
If you had a subsequent event the next day, like right after Matsuri, that'd be like, the way some of these guys do it, that'd be fucking tough.
By the way, guys, we're only 105 from whatever concoction we may create, and if we hit double, which is 1,500, then the concoction will get even more terrifying. I'll let you handle it. Just don't put the damn dovetail in it, please.
There's only a little bit left.
But my senses, I have evolved to recognize it, and I'll just throw up immediately. Someone says,
poor you. Oh, don't get us wrong. Like, this is a ton of fun.
Yeah, no, it's great.
But, and it's awesome, but we're just saying like, we get you, like you start to get it.
It takes like people think like a physical job, like physical labor is exhausting, and it is.
Yeah.
But mental labor, which is like entertainment or live shows, is exhausting in the other way.
Yep.
You know, it's in a completely different way.
Physical labor, like you get tired.
Yes.
You go home, you shower,
Mhm.
you sleep, you like you pass out. You can't do like the long nights, the short night of sleep type thing. And so then you get up and you do but you like get up and you're okay, I'm gonna go do my physical thing again.
Yeah.
Lay bricks or whatever. And your body's tired. But a lot of the times, at least for me, when I did the very small amount of physical labor job that I did, obviously small amount, it was like you prepared yourself each day for the same thing.
Yeah.
And like your body would get tired, but your brain was okay. But when you have like the creative part of it, your body is fine, but man, that creativity burns your brain down.
It does. It's a different muscle you're working out.
Yeah.
By the way, Arno in Rumble with a Rumble rant of 55 says you could always do cement mixers, just don't daily with them. Thank you so much. That's the biggest Rumble rant I've gotten in like a month. Lord Zero, I love you. Minor Zarkon, I love you for the other Rumble rants. And this one right here. And by the way, I was about to get up and get a damn a claw, but now they're coming in. The super damn chats are coming in.
Don't worry, we can incorporate a claw.
We could, yeah. We can incorporate a claw. I'll drink. Wow, fuck. Well, I want to sip on something. Damn.
Well, you can have the rest of the claw.
Oh yeah.
We'll just do a splash, like a mixed drink.
There you go.
You know, like we'll put an umbrella in it. Maybe I'll stir it with my penis or whatever.
Dovetail plus Monster equals Dove Monster Juice. Mike Smith with a damn pink boy. Could you imagine? Now, actually, I've drank Monster with, I think, whiskey before, and it was pretty slick. I'm gonna be honest. What Monster is delicious. That's definitely cancer causing.
These things are good. Yeah, I'm never drinking one of these again.
Yeah,
they're too good.
Racket still has not said how date night with Barnes was.
Oh, it was. I think I talked about it on my locals. I've done a couple locals live streams that are up. They're public. You can go watch them on my reketalaw.locals.com. Date night with Barnes is awesome. We went to the cigar club in Caesars. I'm trying to think what it's called. I can't remember the cigar bar there. And we had like really good whiskeys, and he brought a stack of cigars. He had a couple Cubans. I had a Cuban cigar. I think he had two. I'm a lightweight on cigars. I can't drink, or I can't smoke two of those. I can't drink any cigars. I can't smoke two of them because I'll get sick real fucking quick. But we sat and talked for like 2.5 hours, just hanging out and chatting, and it was really cool. It was really cool. Kay, I did not do any gambling. I'm not a big gambler. That's not my thing to do. So I mean, other people, I don't have like a moral opposition to it. Other people gambling is great. It's just I don't get like joy out of it. If I did, it would be like just burning money, and I just burn money on other stuff anyway. So, it was not my thing to do at all. Did you go to the Heart Attack Grill? No, God. I ate pretty well. But the Heart Attack Grill, I don't eat like I used to. I used to eat a ton of food. My metabolism was off the charts, and I could just eat, 5,000 to 15,000 calories a day without any issue. Nowadays, I really don't eat much at all, and I don't have to. If I ever get back into like hardcore running or working out, then I'd eat a lot more. But I just I'm not hungry that often.
I'm hungry all the time.
Yeah,
like literally all the time.
Your pecs each need 1,000 calories a day.
Oh my gosh. You know what? Big shout out for my boy. I didn't know Dick Masterson that well, obviously, because we've only done like a show or two together.
Yeah.
Meeting that man in real life. What an energy to be around.
He's hilarious.
What an amazing man. And not only that, and keep in mind, this isn't making me biased, but Dick Masterson said 3 times in 2 days how perfect my chest and body is. And that gave me a big ego boost. And during the live show, which you guys will see on Locals, that we did yesterday, he also said it in front of 200 people.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
And I'm like, man, like I don't get many compliments, but it's always from a man. It's never from a woman.
That's not true.
Let's ignore YouTube and let's ignore Heather in chat and only focus on real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My man Jeff, Legal Vices, it was the Monte Cristo cigar bar. Yes, that was very cool. The Monte Cristo cigar bar. I also went to the Mob Museum has a speakeasy bar.
Yeah.
On the basement, and you have to have a password to get in. And the password when we went was Charleston.
Yeah.
So that was cool. So we go down, you knock on the door, guy opens a little slot, like, and you got to say Charleston for that day. And they close it, opens the door, and lets you in. And when you order an old fashioned in there, which I don't drink old fashions, but one person at the table did, they bring the old fashioned, everything except the whiskey. They set it down in the glass and they hand you a book. And you open the book and it's fake on the inside. And there's a bottle of whiskey sitting in there, and you pour it into your own glass. And that's how you get your old fashioned. That was like cool. Very thematic and fun.
I liked the little, what's the password? I wonder, but if let's say you just said like penis wrinkle, you think they'd let you in, or do you have to say the thing?
I don't know.
Like, what are they going to do?
We didn't try to say the wrong password next time.
That's what I would have done immediately.
Yeah.
I want to see how legit this place is. I think they kick my ass.
I don't think they could. The security guard wasn't little. He wasn't big.
I'm here to see your boss.
And then they had
snakes.
they had a band there that was playing, and they were playing like 90s alternative rock music, but they were playing it like it was 20s jazz.
Yeah.
Which was kind of fucking weird, but it was cool.
So they were playing like, let's say they were playing Say It Ain't So by Weezer, but it was like, like polka weird shit. Yeah. That actually sounds badass.
Whoa, say it ain't so. Like something like that is weird, man. It was cool though.
That's cool, man. I didn't get to do anything. I didn't get to do that. I did a lot of shit, but this is easily the most I've done in Vegas in a long time. Because we went to Omega Mart, and it's like a giant puzzle thing, right? So it's almost like an escape room that you don't have to escape from, and you have to find like this puzzle shit. And I'm a trailer man. I just wanted to see the lights and shit. I don't give a damn about the puzzle. But of course, Helena did, so she's in there for hours, because she was going hard for that shit. But I like looked at all the funny stuff, and then I left. And then I talked to Dick Masterson about it, and he's like, "Yeah, I just look at the stuff and leave." He's like, "I ain't got time for that shit." I don't have the brain power for it, man. Especially not on vacation when I'm trying to use less of that.
Yeah,
like at least the least amount of brain power possible, please.
What I did get to do, I went with Dick Masterson down to Fremont Street.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah.
So Fremont Street is like, that's old downtown Vegas where all the old movies happen.
Yeah.
And then the strip now is like New Vegas, like Fallout New Vegas or whatever.
Yeah.
And Fremont Street is covered with this screen. It's an LCD screen that goes like a whole city block. And they got like crazy lights and stuff. And they had live music just pounding. They had street performers all over the place. And a bunch of like degenerate people. And it was like, it was just an experience. It was really cool. It felt super safe and stuff, but it was just like, oh man, this is fun and very energized. And I think next time I come, I'll probably spend more time down there. I spent most of the time here just in the hotels.
Yeah. I felt bad because you were like, come to Fremont Street and let's party. And I was so hungover, and I was going to do it. I got to my room, and I was going to change my clothes, took my clothes off, and I was in my underwear, and I laid on the bed, and it was soft.
Oh, dangerous.
And I blacked out, and I woke up the next morning, and I text you immediately. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. I fell asleep, man. I'm sorry. Because I felt bad, because I wanted to go out, I wanted to do things, but man, they got dude, that hangover ruined the whole first night.
We ended up just having a really chill like night. We didn't do anything crazy. Like we went to the one bar, the Speakeasy.
Yeah.
And then we ended up at another bar called the Atomic Cloud, and there's like nobody in there. It's like maybe 20 people total.
Yeah.
We just kind of sat and hung around, talked to Dick and one of his business partners, which is cool because I've never gotten to meet that guy. I only know about him tangentially through Dick's original lawsuit.
Yeah.
So I got to meet him. He was super awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was nice to just go kind of visit and hang out, but we didn't get rowdy.
Yeah. Well, we got a little rowdy. But Dallas Palm says you need to do psychedelics before going to Meow Wolf Museum Art. It's wild. That's exactly what Derek Kuda said after I had left. He's like, oh yeah, you're supposed to take some shit. And I'm like, well, I didn't know that.
I just can't think of a time on this trip where I have been wanting to be out, but also spend like 3 hours doing an activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, if I was out here with my kids and we're like doing stuff like that, I would love to like take my kids to like museums or go down the Grand Canyon or whatever. But like this trip was not anything that people are like, are you going to see a show? I'm like, nah, I don't want to sit for 3 hours doing one thing.
Yeah.
And then you got the like 30 minutes before, 30 minutes after of travel. I just didn't want to do that at all. So, mainly because I had my own event. It's like, I want to go do like just go around Vegas and see everything and probably drink.
My favorite thing to do is just sip on drink and walk down the strip and just look at shit.
Yeah.
But not like do anything.
See, and I think Fremont is more fun to walk down than the strip.
Yeah.
Because the strip's weird. Like everything's like enclosed.
Yeah.
Like we're at the Venetian and I walked around the mall stores for like ever.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get anywhere near it because it's like walking down this long hallway. It's like, oh, I think we're now in the Palazzo Tower and there's a whole nother like wing to go. And it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And there was the homeless people, man. Now they're not that bad.
They're not bad. They're not like aggressive.
No. But there was this one guy. He pulled out like a frappe or a cappuccino. I don't know what the hell he pulled out of the garbage, and it had like half the stuff in it. And he just leaned on the garbage and was just sipping that shit down.
Damn.
And I'm like, well, goddamn. And there's something endearing about it. Like when you look at the guy, ain't got a damn care in the world, pulls out something out of the trash, starts munching. I know, like.
Yeah, I get.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
Not a care.
Like, well,
no mortgage.
Here's dinner.
Yeah, but it's
Trash
cold
burger.
as shit right now, so that sucks.
Yeah.
Maybe if it was like 75 degrees, I wouldn't mind being homeless.
Well, see, but the good thing is it's like putting it in the fridge.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry. Like, it's not going bad.
That's true.
I could have been there for 2 days. It's fine. No big deal.
Yeah. No, but Devil's Palm says the homeless folks are pretty chill in Vegas. Yeah, they're pretty chill, man. They were not chilling wherever we were. I don't remember that one time. Where were we at? Austin? Or no, we were in Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in Houston. Homeless people are crazy as fuck, man.
Yeah, when I was in Seattle, homeless people were everywhere.
Yeah, and they were aggressive.
Yeah.
They were aggressive.
2 things to the chat. Several people have recommended Postmodern Jukebox. Look, I was turned on them a long time ago. They're very cool. So I've seen them, but thank you for the recommendation. The other thing was... Oh, Fire P asked me to explain the story about the new friends I made who all worked for the company, same company. That was the first night that we were here.
Oh, those are the software guys, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah.
That was Camelot's throw up night.
Yeah.
And so he's throwing up. Lady Rackets is asleep. And so I'm like, well, I'm wide awake. So I went down to go hang out at the bar. And I was on my locals chat, like walking around looking for a bar. And every bar I went to was closed, except for this one called the Dorsey, which was open, but it was cram-packed, full of people like sardines, man. They're just in there, and they're bumping NWA, like on full blast. And just like, I was like, oh, an NWA song? Nope, because the next song on the album played, and then the next song, and I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. And so I'm in there, and I was wearing this jacket that everybody hates, but it's got a really cool texture on it. So everybody's like just rubbing my arms and stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. I don't really care.
Yeah.
But my trick at the bar, when there's a huge line to cut in front, is you just go to the front of the line. You say, I'm going to buy my drink and these 2 people, their drinks.
Yeah.
And then they'll let you up front, obviously. So I do that. And I buy like 3 people's drinks. And I'm like, well, what are y'all drinking? There's 2 tequilas and a Coors Light. So it was like nothing.
Yeah.
But I wanted this 25-year Lafroig.
So they have to repay you with a 25-year.
No. That's what I ordered for me.
Yeah.
And the lady's like, you want to know the price on this? I was like, no. Yeah. How much could it be? It's a shot of whiskey. And so she pours it, and then I get the bill. And for those 4 drinks, it was $400.
Yeah.
And almost all of it was the Lafroig.
Yeah.
I was like, God damn it. So then these people are like, do you work for the company? I'm like, no. company was called like Slurp or something. It's a data analytics company. I don't fucking remember. It was so weird. And then they're like, thank you so much for buying our drinks. Come meet my friends. And like, I'm out like meeting everybody and just chatting with people, having a good old time. And I stayed out till like 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Just talking to this random software nerds. It was great.
Well, that was you every night though. You come back at 5 or 6. Yeah, dude, I regret that first night because I wish I would have done some. I wish I would have got the experience because it ruined everything. And somebody, Jason says, why were you hungover? There's at least 3 places to do IV services. I didn't have time to do nothing. I was out of commission. I did do the liquid IV. I mean, I wasn't like dead. I just felt fatigued. That was it. And I laid on the bed and I died. There was nothing else I could do.
Yeah. I had one of those liquid IVs last night. They help.
They are
really
amazing.
Do. Yeah.
They are the greatest shit that's ever happened because I drank at the show and got so drunk, fell asleep immediately. Liquid IV, felt fine the next day. It's really, really cool. Dragon says, coworker working overnight called out and forced me to wage slave my 6th 16-hour shift in the past 7 days. Cheers to keep me entertained. Oh, Jesus Christ, God. Man.
6th 16-hour shift in 7 days.
Yeah, that's like swallow shotgun territory for me.
Yeah, that's nasty.
Oh God, because we would work mandatory 6 days at GameStop during Christmas, and it'd be 6 days in a row, 10 12s.
Yeah,
and that was bad. And mainly because of the vibe of Christmas. But yeah, I can't even imagine. I have friends that'll be like, yeah, I'm 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off or something. I'm like, I don't know how you do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I have some buddies who are they're either cops, they work at the jail, or they work in like another not like a mental hospital, but like at the juvie center or whatever. Yeah. And they all like have those schedules like, oh, we got 4 on, 3 off or whatever. And then they have to rotate their schedule every 2 weeks. So it's like, oh, your second shift, now your third shift, now your first shift.
Imagine the sleep schedule.
It's awful. And you always look at, every time I see those guys, they're like this.
Oh my God.
They're always just fucking dead.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, dude, those people are heroes. Absolute heroes. Those people that do that shit. People that work on oil rigs for like a month straight. Heroes. Like,
oh, I was talking to someone who it was you.
It was me.
Yeah, the oil rig guy.
Yeah.
That was a good story.
The oil rig guy.
You told it?
Yeah.
Have you told it on chat?
Is it the one with the girl as well as wife? Oh, she knows. Yeah, I talk to her on locals all the time.
Okay.
So yeah,
that was a good story.
It was a great story, actually. Yeah, I should tell the whole freaking thing. Did we hit
garbage can punch level?
Let's look. And I'll tell the story. I'm sure we did. Let me look, because these guys have been going crazy with super chats because they're bitches. Let's see. Garbage can. Oh, we're $10 away.
$10 away.
$10 away, and then
did you count locals or Rumble?
We hit it with Rumble. Yeah, I didn't count Rumble because I'm just looking at the one thing.
So you're just cheating then. You're just trying to avoid the garbage can punch.
Yeah.
Should I go start mixing it up?
Well, it depends. If we do the other 500, then it gets even deadlier, the punch. So
that sounds terrible.
It does. I mean, this is how my shows work. They're the worst ones. I do. Zia did it. She a big shout out to Zia. That's my most viewed Rumble show. And it's probably because she took her shirt off. So thank God for Zia. She's great. And Flawed for doing the Fight Milk. All these people that have been on. And the repeat guest, the GOAT himself. Arno says, all right, forgot my B. Think of it as a little treat for when you sort that stuff out. Thank you, Arno. I appreciate you. That's the guy from Rumble, by the way. So yeah, we've hit it. We easily hit it.
Okay.
So yeah. But we got a lot of stuff.
I'll bring the garbage can punch ingredients over.
Okay.
You got a glass? I'll bring you one.
Yeah. Yeah, just bring me one. Yeah, yeah, dude. Well, I'm gonna look at that Rumble real quick, Valhalla. Yeah, dude, Flawed was great. He did a great job, but dude, Vegas has been just undamn believable. If you guys never come here before, it's just a trip, dude. And if you are fans of content creators, or just like their content, going to these shows, dude, that was the show we did last night was the funnest thing I've done probably since starting content creation. Meeting all these people. Oh, and getting groped by every one of them, except for like 2 women. It was Heather and someone else. Heather and the other dark hair girl, but everyone else groped me, and I appreciate it. Now Nick did ask them to do it on stage, so so it was a command with consent. So, but yeah, that was a lot of fun. Dude, I had such a fun, and there was one guy wearing one of my shirts from my store. That's the first time I've ever seen like somebody in the wild wearing one in person, so that's really cool. So he's getting all the stuff. God, he's got. Oh God, you're bringing it all over.
Well, I'm not.
You brought the dovetail.
Okay. So guys, here's what if we hit the full goal, we got the barrel dovetail.
Jesus.
We've got this special single malt Bonabin.
Is that the Scotch?
Yeah, it's a smoky Scotch.
Oh,
we got some Absolute vodka,
what?
Of course.
Who brought that?
That was from my other hotel.
Absolute.
Then we got some Bullet bourbon, and
probably the best stuff in my opinion, like tasty wise.
We got one Monster energy drink.
What?
So
that's gonna be spicy.
Garbage can punch party when we get there.
When we get there, and we're still early on as hell. We've only been live for like an hour. That's pretty
really
wild. Yeah. It feels like 5 minutes to me. I've been enjoying this one. I've been enjoying it a lot, and I've been wanting to get back to it. Absolute is for cereal. Saltstorm says cereal. Like
Absolute is for cereal,
like cereal and milk, but like cereal and Absolute.
I haven't really drank Absolute since college.
Yeah.
I used to like it. Then Tito's came out, I think, after I went to college. Usually if I'm going to drink vodka now, I just drink Tito's.
Yeah.
Because one of my family knows like the people who started Tito's.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. See the story. Oil rig guy. Quick segue to the oil rig guy. So I have a person in my locals, and that's been watching for years. And she messages me and asking for some advice. And she tells me that, she overhears me talking on stream. And I say that a sexual relationship is extremely important in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Like being sexual with the person you care about and enjoying it is a very, very important part. I know a lot of people say it's not, but it's a pillar. Relationships are pillars. You need all the pillars to be successful. Depending on the circumstances, but she overheard me talking that, if I'm in a relationship, what I enjoy, testosterone levels wise, because I have a high sex drive. I work out every day.
Right.
I want to have sex every day, man. Like every day, sometimes twice.
Mm-hmm.
And I
don't work out, but I suffer from the same ailment.
Yes. So
this is just true.
Yeah. So I tell her, I say this, and she tells me that, her husband works on an oil rig, and he's gone for months at a time. And she doesn't, when he gets home, obviously he's gone for a month, right? When he gets home, what do you want to do when you see your wife and you haven't seen her in a while?
Go immediately to the grocery store.
Yeah. So yeah, the grocery store hasn't eaten her ass like groceries. So like, no, you see her ass cheek jiggle a little and you trip balls, right?
Right.
You can hang a coat on your human coat rack. And so what's the first thing you want to do? You want to have sex. And she told me that he would come home and, he's wanting to have sex, right? And she like resented him for it. And I've seen that, you start to, she thinks, oh, well, he just wants to have sex with me. He just wants to use me as resentment. He doesn't want to like, I guess, cuddle me or whatever. And some people get in that mindset where they think sex is not, it's part of it, man. Like it's emotional. It's emotionally, it's intimate.
Right. Well, I think some people in relationships will start to, like if there's between men and women, there's a lot of times, this does not go for everybody, obviously, there's disproportionate values placed on sex where men tend to value sex a little bit more and women tend to value emotional intimacy more.
Yes.
And both of those things have to come to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
Otherwise you get imbalance and you get anger and resentment between people that can kind of fester.
Yeah.
If all a guy ever wants to do is smash and then walk away.
Yeah.
And there's no emotional intimacy and there's no like identification, there's no compromise. It's the same exact thing. Like if the chick was leaving for months at a time and she comes home and she immediately smashes and then the same thing, he just goes to sleep and says, fuck off. Like, I'll see you when you get back again. Like it'd be the same sort of story.
Yeah. And that's the important thing is, you know, I see this. You see this in like, let's assume you watch TikTok or Reels or something. You see it in like those relationship shorts all the time, right? Where you see like the relationship shorts. You'll see when my husband like wants to, you know, have sex, and it's been a month and I'm still just not into it. Like that's so common, right?
Yeah.
It's not common in like your situation, you know, but it's very common, and people will resent each other. He resents it because he's not feeling that she's, you know, interested in him, and she resents him because she thinks only he's interested in that one thing.
Right.
And it causes this equal resentment. So she's told me, same lady I was talking about before, she told me that they would have sex like once a month or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I told her like without a smile and it wasn't a joke. I was like, if that was me, if I was your husband, I would have left you years ago. Cause that's not going to work.
That's tough.
And she was like, okay. And she wasn't pissed. So she's an adult. And she said, look, I don't like the way I look. And she's an attractive girl, right? But she's like, I don't like the way I look. And I'm like, but he does.
Yeah.
He does.
That's a hard thing for either party to get over. If a person is physically unsatisfied with how they look, then they will impose that same sort of opinion on the other partner. And they'll go, well, if I don't feel confident in myself, then they must not like me. And it's like, no, like, trust me, he sees a little swiggle swaggle and he's in. He doesn't care. Yeah.
And the scariest part about this whole situation is it was spawned from me saying one thing. When your girl, your wife, your girlfriend, whatever, very commonly when she goes out with her friends, goes to the club, you know, if that's her thing, or the bar, maybe bowling, whatever it is, goes out with her friends or family or something. She always gets ready for 2 hours, looking like a dime, goes out. But she never prepares herself ever for you anymore, right? Because she already acquired you. And I also said, you know, that's sometimes men want to still feel like that woman's working to obtain him, even if it's not, because if a man's not going to ask for that, right? So she was like, oh, well, I haven't.
Well, you can't.
No,
you can't ask for that because if you do, then the other party gets offended. Yeah. Like, what? What, I'm not pretty enough. I don't look good enough. I don't do this. And then it comes across negative when it's like, no, I just wanted like you to try. Yeah. And that doesn't sound any better.
And look at me, dude. And I'm working out every day. You know, I'm shaving the sides of my head.
You're shaving. That's the big word.
Doing something, you know, I'm trying to keep my shit up to speed. And then the girl in your life is in sweats every day and looking like a trash bag. And there's nothing wrong with looking like a trash bag and being in sweats and relaxing.
Get sexy sweats. They exist.
They do, man. Oh, I know all about that shit. But she told me not once in 12 years of marriage has she ever not just been in sweats, and never has put on makeup at home or prepared herself at all.
Like, what about when they go out together?
They don't go out together. That's another problem. So they're just existing in each other's space. And I told her to that comment, and I'm sure she's watching this, by the way. I love you, by the way. This is a good thing. This is a good story.
Past.
This is a good story.
This is a history story.
So she said, oh yeah, I don't dress up. I don't do anything. I don't like, and I told her again, I was like, if you were my like wife, which you wouldn't be in this situation, we would have never got past that. But if you were, I would leave immediately. Because it doesn't feel like you're in it. You're not in it. And that's all you're trying to show is that you are in this. That's it. Yeah. And she was like, holy shit. Like thinking about it from a real perspective, you know, not trying to be biased. And she's like, I think you're right. So she told me, and she kept messaging me. She's like, he gets home Thursday. I'm going to get ready without him even knowing. I'm going to get fucking hot as shit. And I'm going to wreck him when he walks in the door. And she messages me Friday morning, the day after it happens. And she's like, dude, it was the best night of my life. And we're going out tomorrow. And she said they've like had sex every single day. And she's like, I haven't been happier than this in a long time. And keep in mind, I'm not a relationship like advice guy. I'm just telling you what I would like as a man.
See, I had a similar stream like this probably 9 months ago now.
Love you, Joe Ball.
And it was very, very like, I got plastered, and I was just talking about what guys want out of a relationship. And one of the things I said, this came after the stream I had with lead attorney and Drex.
Yeah.
We were talking about women expressing physical attraction to men.
Yeah.
Because they don't tend to do that. They tend to be attracted to an accomplishment or an achievement.
Yeah.
Whereas guys will be like, damn girl, you look good. Like, period.
Yeah.
And then women, it's like, oh, I love that you did this thing.
Yeah.
And it's weird. It's even like if they're going physical, it's like, oh, I love that you worked out to get to that.
Yeah.
And it's because of how our brains are wired differently. But so I talked about like women, just like when the guy walks in the door, just express that you're happy that it's him who's walking in the door and not literally anybody else on earth. And it's this simple thing. Do that and show a little bit of appreciation. And I got a bunch of emails from different women who were like, you know, my husband and I were in a slump. He came home and I was just like, hey, babe, you look good.
Yeah.
And it was like, that was it. And it made his day, and then it made both of their days, and it made things in their relationships just better. And that like intentionality of appreciation went a long way. It's crazy how easy that is.
It's the enabling of bad behavior to save someone's feelings, when in actuality, you're telling them advice that might be hard to hear, but could save everything. But it's small things. I'm a dude. If you say, damn, you're looking like kind of cut today, like, honey, I'm like, holy shit. Dick Masterson. I was like, I might marry that guy. He's talking how big my chest was, you know?
Because all day as a guy, you walk around and like, you don't get guys out there know this. And now women, you have a whole bunch of different issues that I'm not a woman, I can't tell you about.
Yeah.
But guys out there know this. You'll spend all day at work, every single fucking day. You'll go in, nobody will appreciate a damn thing you do.
Yeah.
Like you can write the new project shit. You can write all the training materials. You can do all this shit. Nobody appreciates a single solitary thing that you do on your 9 to 5. You go to these meetings that you get into with like these other organizations that you get suckered into supporting or being on a board of or whatever, and nobody cares. So all you want to do is go home and be appreciated for just a second. And that is enough to sustain like a guy for a month.
Yeah.
Is like just that one compliment.
One thing.
It's amazing.
Dude, for example, like if
that's why I always tell women, hey, nice ass.
Yeah.
Because I know that'll sustain her for a month and then she won't eat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna make sure I keep working on this. No, I've had girls that were, regular girls that I always hang out with. Things would kind of fall into that kind of monotonous era. It always does when you know people for a long time. And one day, and now this is a little bit, I guess Camelot-y, but girl, like I was just sitting on the couch, right? And girl walks up, she's hanging out at my house, walks up, she's in, undies and like this little, like extra large shirt, and just peels her undies off. And keep in mind, this is something that doesn't happen.
Right.
Peels her undies off and just like works my pants off and just sits on me on the couch and just wrecks me without saying anything. And I know this sounds, where am I going with this? Because you fall into that monotonous thing. Because, women would rather like they would rather you put in the work and, do missionary stuff because it's more intimate. And that's what women prefer.
Mm-hmm.
And women know that men like a girl to get up on top and go, but it's the effort to put in. And when a girl just does something like that for me, and it's a very simple thing, I'm like, I love you kind of. I think I might love you a little. And it's a simple thing. That's more of a gross version of that. But it's simple thing, like just a compliment, man. Just one compliment. And that compliment coming from someone you care about means more than you could possibly fathom.
Mm-hmm.
Like possibly. So yeah, that's very, very important. And people fall into the monotony. Real quick, Rumble rant from Juice Weasel. $20 says towards the monster trail. And Stadia Productions Rumble rant for $5 says nice meeting you all last night. Also, the video from the event is ready. Oh, so that's the film guy.
Yeah.
Right there. And Legal Vices says estrogen levels in conversation reaching critical mass. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate you, dude. So yeah, a little bit of a sober life advice during the Vegas crazy stream.
Speaking of sober life advice, I'm starting to mix up the punch.
Everybody. And the first thing he goes for is dovetail because he knows I'm watching. First thing, dovetail. Oh man, thank God I ate lasagna. He's just. How does Vegas compare to your visit with Egg? Oh, So real quick, I think it was my second time in Vegas. I roomed with Egg, my old GameStop manager, very large man, and he got so drunk that he got naked, ran out in the hallway, which would get us both fired. And I had to wrangle him back into the hallway. He pissed in the corner, and then a random girl showed up that was also 400 pounds because she also was a GameStop person because a phone call happened for some reason. And Egg, I had to watch from under the covers him doggy styling her for like an hour. And then he threw her on my bed. He was drunk, by the way. She was also drunk. Threw her on my bed, and then she squirted like poop and like menstruation on my bed.
Oh my God.
And she fell on the floor blackouty, and I picked her up, and she weighed a lot, keep in mind. I picked her up and carried her to the bathtub because she's like, put me in the bath, and I like turned the water on for her, and then I left.
Oh.
And that was the worst night I've ever had in Vegas. It was one of those situations where I'm like, I'm not going to live through this. You ever have those situations? Like one time I was really constipated and it really was hurting and I couldn't get the poop out. And I was like, I think I might, this may be it. It was one of those situations where I legitimately thought I was not going to make it. So yeah, Vegas is a wild place, sometimes for the better, for the worse, and sometimes for greatness. So I'm getting like weirdly like tipsy just while watching this. It's like
this is going to be fine.
God,
a little
dude.
bit of smoke on top.
Oh, not the smoke, man. You're just putting it all in there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Did you touch it? No, Nyano. No. I went to another person's room and slept on their couch, dude. Oh, what the fuck? Rebel Bird. How you doing, baby? Gotta say, it's not what I expected. Thank you, John. That's usually what people say when they join my stream for the first time. By the way, guys, I don't know if we hit the like goal. It's 1,000. This smells awful, dude. Where is it? Like goal. We're at 885. Wow, we're almost there. 1,000 likes. Make sure you guys hit it. God, it smells awful. It's so strong. It's like burning my eyelids, man. And thanks to everybody. We did hit the goulash goal, and in another 380, we'll hit the extra goulash goal.
I don't know how to make it worse.
My flight's at like 11, by the way.
Whoops.
I wasn't even going to drink, man.
I got a thing that I have to be at 8:30. So.
Oh my God. Oh no. This is awful. I'm like getting cold sweats.
So we gonna do this? Like,
oh, you want to chug this?
No.
Oh, thank God.
No, we would die.
All right. So we'll drink it until the next goal's hit. And then that's where we go for there. Yeah. Tennessee Marine says, I'm sorry, but I'm also not sorry.
Okay, so just remember what we got in here is we've got barrel dovetail, we've got bullet, bourbon, we've got absolute vodka, we've got Bunnaby, scotch, and we got a Monster energy drink to round it out and give it that nice cloudy look.
Oh no, chug it, pussies. Oh, see, test it. There's the dovetails in here, man.
You can't. I don't know. Hold on, let me.
Oh, you're already trying.
It's delicious.
Oh,
it's so good. I think we could definitely not chug it though.
This is a Dick Masterson thing. You're fucking with me, aren't you? Oh, it's great. No, that's really good.
No, it's great.
Oh wow, you're wrong.
That's a good Dick impression.
That's what he sounds like. Rad Bell says, bro, I'm going to Emerald City Comic Con and wish me luck. Shame me into not being shy, Nick. Also, I'm hitting the gym, losing weight, down 15 pounds from 233. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
dude.
brother.
Shame him, Nick. Shame him to going to
into not being shy.
To not being shy.
You're shy?
Sounds kind of gay.
Why? Why would you even be shy? Just go out and talk to someone. What, are you embarrassed to be you? What, you want to be someone else? Who would you even pick? I bet you don't even know. You're like too shy to figure out what would be cool. Here's the trick. And this is literally true. Let me get serious for just a second, you shy sack of shit. Don't worry about what other people think. Don't worry about trying to make the right impression or do the right thing. The cure for shyness is to just not. To just go and be you. Like, it's fine, but be comfortable that you are you. And it sounds easier than it is, of course, but honestly, that's it. And here, let me give you a tip. If people are around in an event, just say, hey, what's up? And they'll either respond to you or they won't. And if they don't, cool. Walk
Leave.
on.
Yeah.
If they do, talk to them.
Yeah, because
it's that simple.
It's a great point because a lot of people came last night, right, to the show, like a lot, and more than we've ever had for a panel. And now there was a lot of people that didn't walk up, but there was a lot of people that walked up to me and they're like, hey, Camelot, and I'm like, and I talked to him for 30 minutes, you know, because that's how most people react. So all you gotta do is talk to people, and a lot of people messaged me and they're like, man, I was too shy to come talk to you. I wish I would have done it. I'm like, you should have done it.
Yeah, just come up and say hi.
You should have done it. Like,
and we're like always in whirlwind mode at these things because we got a lot of people, and we really try to like get through. Like, so many people when I had gotten to the event, they want to come up and grab a picture, which is perfectly fine. Yeah. Like, that's why we're here. But we're not trying to ignore anybody or anything like that. But I'm talking about like at the Emerald City Comic Con. Like, if you see with someone, they're looking at a comic that you like the same comic, just be like, hey, what's up, man? I love that. I love that issue, love that character, whatever. People will talk to you. They're there. If you're at something like a Comic Con or an anime con, you have broken the hardest fucking barrier, which is finding the thing that you have in common. You already know. So just go and like lean into that. Hey, I love that. Do you read this? What comic publisher is your favorite? You Marvel guy, DC guy? Are you a weirdo who likes Image or IDW or like what is your thing? And just ask, and you'll start conversations real easy, and you'll realize that nobody cares about the insecurities that you have. Those are yours. It's not theirs.
Yeah. The best thing you can find out is rejection is extremely common, and once you're used to that, you'll never worry about it again.
Yep.
Yeah, it goes hand in hand with.
Should we take a gulp? Like, not a chug, but a swig?
I haven't tried it yet.
We'll take a swig.
All right, this is for the bitches. Yep.
Here we go.
Oh, the smoky.
Oh. The smokiness makes it so bad. Oh, God.
Oh, my God. It's the smoky. Why did you have to put the damn smoky in it?
Because if it was just good, it wouldn't be good for the audience.
I told you I ate that shit.
I know. That's why I grabbed it.
God, it tastes like a chewed up cigar, man.
Yeah. But it's one of the garbage can cigars that the Vegas locals would eat.
Oh, God, damn. And we're going to have to do another one of these if we hit that goal.
Oh, we can't do another full one because we're out of dovetail.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Jesus. What's up, Rubens Prime? Thank you, my friend. Now, Keith.
By the way, this is a big shout out to the place where I got this. Is actually here in the Venetian. It's called Spirits and Spice. Oh. This is a limited release barrel that this place gets specifically. So it is Dovetail. It's the same blue label, but this is a private release. It's a little bit of a different, slightly different blend, but still 64.13% alcohol, 128.26 proof. This is the real deal, y'all. But if you're in Vegas, check out Spirits and Spice. It's not a paid sponsorship, but I just wanted to shout out. They know their whiskey, and they have some cool stuff that you can't find anywhere else.
Oh, Jesus, man. There's a lot of this left. God, Jesus. So what do you got? You got a show in Philly coming. Are you doing a meetup style thing there too?
Yeah. So typically that's not my show. I'm a guest of the show. And typically how the road rages work, and this is like a road rage because Dick is co-hosting.
Yeah.
They go out drinking like the night before, and then before the show the next day, and then after the show that night. And so that's kind of like the meetup opportunities are there. And then the show is usually on a stage, like a theater.
Yeah.
It's a little more formal of a show, I think, because Carl's running it. But the meetup stuff happens kind of around the show at bars in the area, and you got to kind of follow along with where people are. But that's, April 22nd, I believe.
Oh, hell yeah. Monkey Man says, I would pay $1,000 to see both Nick and Cam take just a sip of Camo Black Ice Extra. Do it.
What is that?
Do it, Monkey Man. And prove your worth.
What is
it's a terrible beer, apparently. $1,000.
We don't have it.
I'll drink a bucket of piss for $1,000.
Drink a whole beer for $1,000. I mean, I hate beer, but I'd drink a beer for $1,000.
I'll drink a shot of piss, man. $1,000.
I wouldn't drink a shot of piss for $1,000.
$1,000 isn't a lot to you, but to me,
$1,000 is a lot to me. But I'm not drinking piss for $1,000.
$1,000 piss shot. If only I had 1,000. See, Monkey Man, he's what is it called? What do the kids call it? capping. He's capping.
Oh,
Shit.
okay.
Capping. It means you're lying, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no cap is black for not lying. Or TikTok, also black. It's delicious. Oh God, it's so good. You know what I really love is how the monster interacts with the smokiness of the Bunabin.
God. How much proof is this? Infinite? Just an infinite logo?
Yeah, well, I mean, no, I mean it averages out.
Yeah.
This one's 60%. This one's 40. This one's 40.
Yeah, this
So
is
it's probably, and then I watered it down with some monsters. So
Yeah.
really, it's probably like 38%.
it's
just gross.
This is where the stream devolves.
Yeah.
We had a lot of meaningful discussions,
Mhm.
and we're not even like halfway probably through. Oops. No cap is not racist. No cap.
Cap and no cap is a Twitch thing, you boomer.
I'm so confused.
Like I may be a boomer, but you should be embarrassed for knowing that. That's the real thing.
Yeah. I don't understand any of this.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta hang out. You hang out with a girl in her early 20s. They say the shit. There's no way.
I don't talk to girls in their early 20s.
No, I mean I haven't in a while. Well, except for that one cute girl from last night. The little girl.
Oh yeah, she was young.
She was 21. Yeah. But she had her dude with her, so I couldn't like say, hey.
Well, you wouldn't, because her dude was with her.
Yeah. Well, they were. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Right. You're gentlemen.
Yeah. But if not, I'd have been like, hey, here's my room number. You know what I'm saying? Look, man. Now Heather's like, oh, he's back to his shit again. He's trying to bang with me. Yeah, Heather. So I'm back.
The man is a high diver.
Yeah.
Let him dive into the pool.
Please, God. One day I'll get shot. It's fine. Derek Huda says, Cody's a penis bucket for not letting me try that 65%. Shit. Oh, well, you're the only person that can handle that bullshit, Derek Huda. By the way, Derek Huda, if you're watching, which you are, sorry, I've been drinking some monster piss. Give me some liquid IVs and maybe some ibuprofen. Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh my God, niggas struggling. Yeah, Rebel Bird, it's rough. But we'll have another one of these minus the dovetail if we hit the next goal, which is like 350 away, I think. So I appreciate you guys. So what's the funnest thing you've done in Vegas? Wildest, funnest, entertaining, doesn't matter. Cumulative.
I mean, it's gonna sound gay, but the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like the perfect combination of things, right? You get to do the show. And if people haven't figured this out, like, well, I can't speak for you, but I love doing this.
Yeah.
Like I love the talking, the talk show thing. And so then to do that is part of it. And then to also like put on a show, because I've never hosted one.
Yeah.
And to actually have it fucking work out and not have just failed miserably. Like we could have gotten to the venue and it could have been closed down for all I know. I've never been to Vegas. So I don't, all of the stuff was made through like these channels and I hired someone to help out. You never know who's just boning you. And we could have gotten there. The doors could have been locked.
Yeah.
Anything could have gone fucking wrong and nothing did. So that was that. Plus I got to hang out with my boys, Camelot, Dick Masterson.
Yeah.
Plus I got to get absolutely shit-faced.
Yeah.
And then after the show
yes,
was like another 4 hours of just talking to people and hanging out. It was that was really, really fun.
And from my experience, because I do a lot of weird new shit all the time, once you have the first one out of the way, you're like, okay, I can do this. And it makes it infinitely less stressful the next time. And each sequential time. So that's very, very important. Rad Bell says, thanks for that. Can't wait for Mott City in August. Can't wait to see you guys there again. Thank you, Rad Bell, for another delicious orange boy. And Mandy K's in the chat. Can you honk Nick's nose for me, please? I don't know if he's okay with that.
You'll have to find out.
Oh, well. Let me take my pants off, though.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
But that wasn't a nose honk.
Oh, what did she ask for?
A nose honk.
Oh, I got lost in the moment.
I mean, me too.
There you go, Mandy. I appreciate it. Oh my gosh. We got to hang out with who? What's that? What's the lady's name? The tall lady.
Sally?
Attractively, yes.
Yeah, Sally was there. Sally's awesome.
She's a beautiful woman.
She's very pretty.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Yeah. I liked her a lot. And she was super cool.
Sally's fucking great.
She'd just walk up to me and just be like, I just talk because I maybe I'm quiet or I'm disassociating. And she just walk up to me and just talk to me for like an hour. And to give me a back massage. That's a great lady.
Sally's awesome.
Yeah, she is kick ass.
In my locals chat, because I am cheating on you, Mr. Mr. M. Droger says, and this is great because I loved how often I've heard this, and I'm shocked and blown away, but like very humbled by it. Like I'm a narcissistic asshole. I get it, but like to have things work out in this way was cool. He says, last night's event was one of the best things I've done in a long time. My mom sends her best regards to Lady Rackets and had a blast chatting with her during the show. Please come back to Vegas and we will take y'all to lunch. So many people have told me since that they're like, the best was the people who were coming with someone. Like their someone was the person who's a fan of the show.
Yeah.
And they're like along for the ride.
Yeah.
And they show up and they're like, this has been a fucking great vacation. Like I had no, like I didn't, they always listen to you and it's annoying. Like I'm trying to sleep and I'll hear you, whatever, but this is a blast. And I'm like, that means we won. There we go.
You know, like, so for me, I'm the whole time, like I'm like hanging off of every word that I say. And during the show, if I get quiet for 5 minutes, I'm like feeling self-conscious. I'm like, man, people aren't going to like this. And when I have people messaging me, like I had 3 people message me today saying it was the best event they've ever been to. And we did great and stuff. It makes me feel very secure in that. Cause you're your biggest critic. So it was a lot of fun. I was very, very happy with that. So thank you guys. Everybody that came out, you guys are goated. I appreciate you. We'll be doing more of these for sure. I plan on it anyway.
Yeah. So the next one I'm hosting personally is in Nashville. It'll be September either 15th or 16th. I think the 15th is Friday, 16th is Saturday. It's going to be one of those days. So if you want to come to one that I'm hosting, I'm hoping I can swindle Camelot into skipping his race to do it. But it's going to be an absolute banger. It's going to be very similar to Vegas, but in Nashville. And we're going to have a very fun time. So again, I've got a couple different places that I'm going to go. But that's the next one I'm personally hosting. So it'll be kind of similar format. And I'm going to start planning that out and getting the venue together. I said, once I'm done with Vegas, getting that thing organized is the next one. Cause I want people to have more time than we had for Vegas. And we're hoping to get, we had sold 187 tickets with some of the guests who were not asked to buy tickets. We probably got close to that 200 number.
Yeah, we easily.
We're going to look to get to that 300 number next time or 400. Whatever.
And this was only like what, a month?
Yeah, we had a month and a half of planning.
Yeah. So and
it took me forever to get a venue secured, which I think it's like, well, I'm going just to Vegas generically. Yeah. Is this thing even going to happen? So we're going to have a venue set up months in advance. It'll be great.
And the next one's is September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
15th or 16th.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah.
That's like 6 months. So if I'm not battling for a championship in my racing series, I'll probably hit it. Now, granted, that's I probably won't be. So considering I'm a rookie ass dumbass guy that's not very used to this. So Elephant says drink, you hit your lock goal. There's a new one. Make sure you lock it. It's 1,200 now. And of course, 350 until the next goulash goal.
You're going slow on yours, brother.
No, we got the same.
We do not.
Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm starting to feel tips. Oh, God, it's already coming, man.
People are okay. I've now seen this in like several places. People are saying I'm not like talking about a certain person. I almost don't want to say his name because it's so fucking weird that people are talking about this. Andrew Esquire, my man, Legal Mindset. They're like, why aren't you talking about him? Why aren't you talking about him? I don't know. I just haven't had occasion to talk to him. Mindset and I are awesome.
Yeah.
He's a great dude. Love him. He was in Thailand and not really like joining streams and shit for a while. I invited him to a couple and I even messaged him the other day. I was like, hey dude, haven't talked in a bit. You want to hang out sometime? And he's like, just got back from Thailand. Like, stop reading into this shit. This drama shit that you guys like accidentally, I'm not saying it's purposeful, but you accidentally read into every fucking, well, I haven't heard this person talking to this person or this person or this person. We're all creators. We're all busy. Our schedules all conflict, and trying to like, it's weird how hard it is to organize a guest.
Yeah.
Because you respect their time. They respect your time. Everybody's kind of weird about asking because we don't pay each other.
Yeah.
And so it's like, don't read into it. And people start making up these stories. Oh, so-and-so must hate someone else. Literally nothing.
Yeah.
Literally nothing.
As far as, so I wouldn't have known what you were talking about if this was 3 weeks ago, but getting guests and like working with people getting times is easily the hardest thing that I've ever done.
Yeah.
Like I'll have like 8 people.
Because you also feel like a dick.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to ask this person to come on for 3 hours and talk about bullshit. And like,
and you know how hard that taking 3 hours out of your day to take away from your content is.
Yeah.
Right. So, and that being said, Andrew's a god, and I love that man.
That guy's great.
He's a beautiful man. And
I hope he makes it to Matsuri this year.
Oh, he better. Well, he has a long trip though.
I know it's really like really tough for him.
He's a great dude, and I'm glad to have him as a friend. Mandy says, serious question: did you see anybody there that made you uncomfortable? As in chat trolls or critics in your chat? No,
not a single person.
No,
nobody.
Maybe Ty
Beard.
No, not Ty Beard. The little short.
Well, yours
guy.
was that Ty.
Yeah.
Mine was Ty Beard.
Yeah, Ty Gallagher.
Yeah,
but he always makes me uncomfortable. So it's
right.
One of my oldest mods.
No chat trolls, no critics in chat. I know there were some weirdos who like were like, oh, we'll go to the event. 99% of the time, these people are their goal is to make other people nervous.
Yeah.
They're not going to do it. It costs them money. Like coming to Vegas isn't cheap.
No.
Like you got to go, you got to buy a hotel. Like imagine the amount of money that's spent on a troll. 99% of the time, no one's going to do that shit because everybody's got things to do and taking time off. Someone was like, Nick, you're missing out on tens of thousands of dollars not streaming the Murdoch trial. Hopefully Vegas was worth it. Yes, of course it was worth it. First of all, the Murdoch trial made me want to jump off a fucking building.
Boring, yeah.
Most of the time. Second of all, I get to hang out in Vegas, do some stuff, get out of these. I was doing 16-hour days like every day of the Murdoch trial, getting out of that and getting to like relax and unwind and hang out with people that I only get to meet online is great. Also being in a place like this energizes me versus being like locked away in my broadcast cellar.
Yeah.
So, you know, like the expense of all this stuff, the reason I bring that up is the opportunity cost for me is the same for everybody else. Like they all have jobs and stuff that they'd have to take time off to do it. They say that shit to make people nervous and anxious to try and get them to not go to hurt us.
Yeah.
That's why they do that.
They're trying to dissuade other people from being in the community and above anything else, super chatting.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing.
They don't want people super chatting. They don't want people buying tickets. They don't want people to do that. They want them nervous and scared and afraid, and they never fucking show up.
Yeah.
And if they did show up, they get thrown out the club.
Yeah.
10 times out of 10 because there's 300 people to 1.
Yeah.
And some of them are paid security.
All these people that have wished death threats on me and, you know, you and any of that, anytime those things happen, they would never say that to me in real life.
Never.
Because they would see me in real life and be like, nope, not doing that. And even though I probably can't fight at all, but I'm a thick boy. And, you know, that there's a reason why no matter what time of day I go out, 3 a.m. doesn't matter, walk down the street, no one says anything to me. And that's just because the odds are not in your favor, right? And I'm not saying I want to fight anybody ever. That's cringe. I'm not about that life. Mm-hmm. But I look like I probably could. And that's the whole point is, you know, they never do it in real life. They always do it behind a computer, which is fine. They have that right. But it's just cringe, you know. And Lofty, by the way, you're a bitch. I'm talking about you specifically. He put Megan in like shit tier category on his top decade movie list.
I haven't seen Megan.
It's fantastic. And he put
Bullet Train
below. What did he put? He put it below some shit movie I saw recently.
Yeah.
He put Bullet Train below like some bullshit movie.
Yeah, well, look, Lofty's takes are bad, but Lofty is good.
Yeah.
Because he means his takes.
In real life.
He's good online too.
No, I mean, like, yeah, that's what I mean.
He means
yeah.
what he says, but people can mean what they say and it can still be bullshit.
Yeah.
And that's Lofty.
How's this channel not called Lofty Takes? Lofty, why is your channel
Why
not
isn't
called
your
Lofty?
channel called Lofty Takes It? Maybe from behind. Like maybe that's what it is. And maybe Lofty Takes It missionary. I don't know. But no, we love Lofty. Yes,
do,
I remember
yes.
stepping on Lofty at Matsuri.
Yeah.
One of my favorite pictures I have on my phone.
He's a sweet little frail man. And you got to put something derogatory in there when you give him a compliment. I've learned this from women, you know.
Yeah.
You got to
neg him a little bit.
Take 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Always.
Yeah.
Or else
Bullet Train was really fucking good.
Loved
Lofty.
it.
I cannot
Loved
believe
it.
you would not like that movie. You should be I don't know.
He gave the first 2 episodes of Rings of Power an 8 out of 10.
I didn't watch that shit, but
I didn't
guessing it's
either.
bad.
Well, he gave it an 8 out of 10, so I wasn't gonna watch it.
If he doesn't like Bullet Train, he does like that, then it's got to be garbage.
When he said
Science.
okay, so he said Bullet Train was gross and trash. I took his take seriously, and then you told me Bullet Train was good, so I watched it, and it was fantastic. So when he said Megan was terrible, I was like, well, I'm watching that, and it was great. So I know, like, you could just do the opposite of what he says.
But I love that guy. Very rarely will you meet a guy as nice and cool in person as Lofty Pixels, and
That's true.
He's really cool. Like,
Yes.
so I know there's weird fucking drama
Yeah.
around there's always goddamn drama that I don't want to be a part of. But Lofty's cool in my book. Every time. How you doing over there, buddy? You finish yours? Yeah. Disgusting, wasn't it?
All right. Let's just hope we don't hit the next goal because it's fucking me up, man.
I don't want to drink another one of those.
Yeah.
I don't want to drink those at all.
Yeah. Well, Tennessee Mariners our Marine is almost maxed out, so we might be good. Thank God.
Thank Christ.
Oh, thank. Yeah. See, everybody in the Bullet Train's great. Everybody in the chat's saying that. So. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, if personality or like aggression was based off of like movie opinions, yeah, Lofty would be like a 38-year-old like black man in Chicago with a rap sheet.
Yeah.
Be Lofty. You'd avoid him for sure. Not like a normal black man. I'm talking about like a bad black man.
Scott Adams, please tell me more about the blacks.
You know what I was saying? Oh my God, that reminds me of what is PDH was telling that story the other night. How her grandma was inadvertently racist because she's like, she's like, I'm not trying to sound racist because she's a sweet old lady, but she's like 75. And she's
not
like
trying to sound racist, but those N-words just never work. Like, oh my God, Jesus, woman.
No. She said, I'm not racist, but black people sweat a lot. And she's like, when they're running from the cops. She actually said this shit.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
When they're running from the cops.
They're running from the police all the time.
Like, what the fuck?
You know what?
My God.
I hate Saturday Night Live, but they have a great segment right now. It's the Weekend Update. It's a white guy and a black guy, and they write the things the other person has to say.
Oh, no.
And like the white guy's jokes that the black guy has to read are never funny. Like they're so limp wristed.
Yeah.
But the black guy writes the most racist shit
Oh my
ever.
God. It's like Jackbox in real life.
Yeah. And he
Yeah.
writes it, and the guy's just like, you can see him read it on the teleprompter. He's just like, you fucker, you fucking whore. And he has to read it every time. He's like, look, Warner Brothers is making a new Superman movie starring Superman as a black man. They're calling it Man of Steel, spelled S-T-E-A-L. Oh, no. Those are always banger jokes.
Oh my God.
But his jokes for the other guy always suck. It's like, dude, grow some balls.
Yeah.
Like, do make him read the most racist black joke, because that'd be even funnier.
Yeah.
or make fun of Mexicans or something. God, that'd be great.
Oh God, yeah, I hate Mexico. No, no.
And his kryptonite is a full day's of honest work. It's like, oh jeez.
Oh my God, yeah, dude. Oh man, yeah, that must be that'd be a great job to be the black rider.
To be the black rider,
yeah, because you could just do whatever.
Oh God, yeah,
yeah, and people would respect it more if they just. I feel like joking about people's differences, especially stereotypical differences, is what makes those differences not as glaring.
Yeah.
But
it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So it makes it really fun. And you know, I don't know. I just wish we could joke about it more. We can, but it's because we don't.
We can because we have a white card.
Yes. And also, we don't care if we get canceled. It just means we have more off days. So thank God. What's up, Ballard? How you doing, dude?
Rumble is making it harder and harder to cancel us. So far.
Thank God. Oh, by the way, there's a new Rumble rant, and I've been avoiding it because I'm a dumbass. It is from SC Medic says, Camelot, trust Nick. He's a professional.
Right.
Thank you, by the way. Thanks to Nick for coming on the first reoccurring guest on the CamelCast. And thanks for making me fucking smoky shit. Yeah, my opinion of you only decreased a little bit because of the smoky. You knew I didn't like it.
You can be a bitch.
You knew I didn't like it and you did it anyway. But dude, yeah, if I drink another one, I'll black out for sure. God, it's rough. I'm like tripping balls. And as I say that, Tennessee Marine, you drunk silly. No, Marine. I'm from Alabama. That's why I say Marine. What? Marine? That's not right.
Marine?
No,
that's a Tennessee Marine.
Based out of Bristol, Tennessee. You drunk silly pants with $100 super chat.
Oh my God!
If it wasn't for Tennessee, I wouldn't be as drunk right now. Tennessee is literally single-handedly killing my ass right now. Well, it's not as bad as being somewhere at 8. Thank God.
I'll be fine.
Oh,
I'm a consummate professional, and I'll sleep on the plane.
Yeah, that you know what that. So it reminds me. Nick got up and was kind of quiet, and I have not seen a man drunker than that in a long time. The night before, so yeah, you're a professional, man. I got you, son. Yeah, so I don't know how he does it, man. I really don't. But yeah, thank God. Thank God. Oh my God, we're only 250 away from the next one.
We're not gonna hit it.
Oh, thank God.
We're not gonna hit it. Not a chance.
Oh my God. Whew. All right, we're good. Anyways, if you had Streamlabs, I would. What the hell is Streamlabs? Oh yeah.
Banned from Streamlabs. The only place that has kept me permabanned is Streamlabs.
They actually banned you?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. They didn't tell me. They said terms of service violations, and I was like, what?
Did they have like a size of nose limit or something?
I honestly have no idea. I'm like, I said, can I appeal it? And they said, we were very thorough and careful in our decision, and your appeal would be denied.
They were getting ahead of the game.
Yeah. But I'm like, and this is a while back, and I'm like, what do you mean you banned me from Streamlabs? Like, what the? How? Why?
Mean, you don't need it. Like,
no, I don't need it. But
there's like 900 things you can use.
But I was like, this is the weirdest thing for you to ban. Like, it's Streamlabs.
Yeah,
like, that's the one where you can say almost anything. They banned me, and I don't know what.
I didn't even know. Like, I thought that was like just open source. I didn't even know they had like a company, like a centralized company.
Yeah, yeah.
Except for that time,
and I was a premium subscriber to them. Like, I paid like like $50 a month or whatever to Streamlabs for all their like custom skins. I never used them, but I did for all the custom skins and shit. And it was like, what did I do? Just tell me what I did. Like, tell me why I'm banned. They wouldn't.
That is weird, man. Speaking of banned, so during this live show, guys, that you'll see on Locals exclusively, that we had last night, there were several times in the night where I looked out, just in the crowd and behind the crowd, looking for someone that was going to be coming to kick us out. And there was actually one time a guy that I didn't recognize was walking through the middle aisle, just directly towards us.
Oh God.
And I was like, we're getting kicked out because, you saying, faggot and retard.
I did not.
So there was a lot of spicy shit, and he was coming, and I was like, and I was kind of drunk, right? And I was like, oh no, he's about to kick us out. And then he just sits down and watches. And I was like, oh, okay. So props to them.
That's very cool.
They did not kick us out after a 2 hour, just the most rough set possible.
I made a Boston Marathon bombing joke.
Yeah. And then somebody cheered on the guy's name in the crowd. Yeah. It wasn't us. It was a crowd guy. All right. Ignore the crowd guy. But yeah, that was pretty wild. Yeah, dude. That was fun.
It was good.
Yeah, dude. It was unexpected. I wish we could do it again. I wish that was my like full-time job, is doing those shows. Because that'd be fun. Wolverine Snicked. Where the hell you been, dude? Drink Parkers. I was gonna say something else, but YouTube is being difficult.
Dude, I have so much trouble getting a super chat through these days. I just constantly get denied. It's like, will you just put my chat back when you deny it so I can then go through and
yeah. What?
Don't look at YouTube chat.
What? No, it's not even the right one. Oh, Jesus, man. Yeah, I'm fucked, man. And he's even grabbing the shit. What were you saying about not hitting the goal, Nick? You fidget spinner? He's even pouring it on.
Glass.
All right, here you go. This is the devolve stream. This is where it starts getting real bad.
That's going to hurt.
Oh, God. This is way worse than Fight Milk.
Yeah, this is. Okay, we'll do this one at a time. Vodka.
This is way worse than Fight Milk. Why did we do this? We could have just done Fight Milk. We should have just called and be like, hey, give me some eggs, please, God.
Eggs and milk.
Oh, no. Oh, Jesus. Wolverine done got us. Make sure you guys like the stream, by the way. 100 away from goal. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Oh, my God. Oh, they're still going, too. Fuck.
Vodka bullet.
Where's that one? What's the odds percentage-wise Murdaugh is guilty? Found not guilty, hung jury, or do you think guys personally think he did it?
I don't think he did it. I think it's 60% chance he gets convicted.
So kind of like a toss-up, yeah?
Yeah.
What's the evidence to support that he did it other than the gunpowder residue?
Nothing. And the gunpowder residue is useless evidence.
So it's just like we're going to just put it on.
It's really like they're banking on the negative public sentiment towards him.
Yeah. Interesting.
But I think there's about a 60% chance he gets convicted. And I don't know if he did it. The state didn't convince me he did it. And the state to me didn't bring any evidence that he did. So here's with the monster in there. I think I poured mine a little heavier than yours. You're welcome.
Good.
I wasn't trying.
What are you doing? What is that?
This is the smoke.
You haven't done that yet?
No.
Arno says, locals, you say. Why not tell us where to find you while you enjoy that second goal? Arno says, Camelot331.locals.com. REKIETA
Yeah, REKIETA.locals.com.
This is way more than last time.
No, it's not. It's actually less. Last time it was up to here because I had mostly more monsters. So it should be a little stronger, though.
One of the mods post link to both of our locals in the chat, please. Thank you, Arno, and thank you, Bat Goat. Boy, my boy Bat Goat in the chat. I appreciate you, dude. Is that a 50? Wait, no, that's old. Yeah, that's old. Okay, I'm just drunk. That's old.
He's sober.
That's not old. God. All right. Gotcha, son. Boom. Here you go, Cody. Share this with Nick. Thank you. I appreciate it, dude. And
we don't share. Just so you know, he will not give me any money. I wouldn't take it.
Thank you so much, Gotcha, son, for your pink boy. I love you. When the clothes come off, yeah, it's about when I finish this drink, I'll be naked. This is the band drink. This is the band from YouTube drink. Thank you, Gotcha, son, and thank you so much. Is that the squid? I see his logo. Was the 250 squid?
That was 250 squid.
The damn squid. I tell you what. You mispronounced my name again. What did I say? Marine. Tennessee Marine.
Tennessee Marine.
Is that wrong? Is that not correct? I don't understand.
I don't know.
Marine?
All right, here we go. It's way stronger this time. Stronger this time.
Oh my God.
Not as much monster in there.
That just tastes like fire.
Oh my God.
If any of the
If you,
mods in the other hotel room are watching, Abby.
If you ate some groceries right now, she'd get drunk. Off that tongue.
Oh yeah. See, I'm too drunk to even understand what you're saying.
Too drunk. to
Eating
get
her
the joke.
ass. Yeah. No. Yeah. Any of the mods, please. Ibuprofen. Bring it up to me and Nick after the show, and Liquid IV. Thank you. Hunch says, glad you had a good time, gents. Was planning on going, but the boss said I need to be in Fort Myers on Wednesday. And y'all ain't worth the 37-hour drive. After motherfucker, you know planes exist, right? Hunch?
I've got ibuprofen, by the way.
Oh, okay. Liquid IV, people. Thank you. You said Mariner. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. Do you not realize, Mr. Marine, that you paid me $500 to blackout it, basically, and
if you guys haven't figured this out yet, Cody can drink White Claws all day.
Yeah.
You put a drop of whiskey in him, and he's done.
Unless it's Jack Daniels.
He is fucking done. He's
no liquid IV.
I can
We took
drink
it all.
Jack. Like,
No.
here, Cody, have a real whiskey.
They PDH says no liquid IV. We took it all. No, I mean go buy some, you pleb. Go buy it. They have it.
Get me one.
I mean, go buy the shit. Please, God. Yeah, mods are telling Camelot BTFO. I can barely read. Thank you, Gotcha Son. Thank you, Squid. Thank you, Tennessee. Thank you, Wolverine Snakes. I appreciate you guys. I think this is the highest revenue CamelCast. No, it's 100 away, but it's close. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. Anything over 45 and Cody's gone. That's for damn sure.
Yep.
Cody bullies his mods. If only you could talk to them. Actually, they're in the chat. I do. Yes. Yes. Who do I bully the most? Helena for sure. But it's because she has really bad opinions. She's from California. She don't know any better.
It's not her fault.
God, I can actually give you an IV. Well, there you go. There you go. What was the subject matter again?
Of what?
I don't remember. The stream.
We got to do. We have to do Naked Snake, right?
Yeah, I don't have a bandana, and the music doesn't play. I can't hear it. Well, I can't hear it.
You want some headphones?
No.
He's gonna save it.
We can just we could save it. Yeah, we can save it till next time. I'm gonna get too drunk to be able to worry about it, unfortunately. But I can just do it for free next time. Nick Loke looks like Jack Murphy. Damn.
Wow.
Not many things.
I can't believe you read that.
How dare you read that? Fuck you.
We talked about this the last time. I said I wasn't going to address it. So fuck you. Heartfelt.
Oh my God. I mean, I'll take my shirt off, Mandy. It's fine. It's just the when you start getting drunk, like technical shit starts getting way harder. Fucking Jack. Whatever happened to that sumbitch? He's just gone.
He found Jesus and came back.
So he's not putting stuff in his ass anymore? Does Jesus prevent that?
You think he stopped?
I mean,
Look,
I would.
Once a grift, always a grift.
No, you never stop putting things in your ass.
No, if he's into butt dumping or whatever, like he's gonna just keep doing. You'd just be like, look, I found the Lord and he stopped me from my bad ways. No, he didn't. Like you're still like just it's all like it was a grift before. You just added God to your grift as an excuse.
Yeah.
I try not to use anything as an excuse for my behavior. Like
Eliza did that, didn't she? Didn't she say she loved Jesus or something the other day?
I'm sure she did, because you know why? I'm going to tell you a secret.
It's the born again virgin thing.
This is the this is the trash garbage can punch talking. So it's not me. The conservative right is fucking retarded.
Yeah.
Constantly getting grifted by someone saying Christ is king, Jesus is Lord, blah, 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 blah. And then like they impose that on the rest of us. Now I'm, of course, a Christian man. I've never like tried to impose that on anybody else.
Yeah.
I'm not a good evangelist. I know I'm a fucking heathen. And I know I'm like a bad Christian for everybody else, but like that's between me and God. We work that out on our own. And I hope like other people just do that. but I don't like use him as some sort of shield or sword. And these guys who are like, well, I found God and repented. I'm like, oh my God, no, you didn't. Like this is just an extra part of the grift that you're doing. I'm not saying all Christians are grifters.
Of course.
What I'm saying is all grifters will use whatever grifting means is possible. And the right is such a damn simp for the Christian grift that it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It is absolutely embarrassing how quickly they will fall for it. So, of course, Jack Murphy and Eliza Blue, Eliza was a bad one, but now she's good. And it's like, it doesn't matter if she was good or bad.
Yeah.
That was never the problem.
It's the get out of jail free card.
Yes.
It's like when you remember Facebook in 2013 when there would be a picture of Jesus scroll by and it's like, share if you love Jesus, ignore if you hate him. And people would actually share it.
I'm like, oh God, I got to share that.
Yeah. It's like, well, if I can't say anything negative now because Eliza said she loves Jesus and I love Jesus. But unfortunately, she's lying. Oh, yeah. See, I don't want to do this. Look at your reaction every time. Dragon says, thoughts on Kanye being more based than 99% of the conservative movement. Did you know that Adidas were in talks of reinstating his partnership?
They should. Well, like people are going to stop buying Yeezys. Like, really?
Yeah.
They're paying, what, $1,000 for a pair of shoes?
Yeah.
Just sell them for $900. People buy them.
There you go.
Yeezys come back. Yeezys come back 20% off. They'll sell them out. They had to make their virtue signal. Now the virtue signal's done. They can go back. They can walk it back. They'll make a fortune. Yeah, you'll make a fortune. You'll come out and be like, look, I heard an interesting theory that here you go. I won't say who said this theory because it's a very, very fucking sharp person who knows way more than me about this type of stuff.
Yeah.
The theory is that Kanye was under some IRS investigation for $50 million of tax fraud.
Yeah.
Okay. If you don't know, $50 million of tax fraud will put you in prison effectively forever.
Yeah.
But what if Kanye went fucking insane and then had a quantifiable, tangible excuse to not go to prison forever because his tax errors were made by him descending into madness? Would you pay $2 billion? Well, you got 5, right? You got $5 billion. Would you pay $2 billion to stay out of prison forever?
Yeah.
And then try and rebuild your comeback later? Holy shit. That's actually really smart.
He appeared on Alex Jones in a black mask and was like talking about Nazis being good and Hitler being actually right. Yeah, you're right.
Who on earth wouldn't? It's not my theory. It's not my theory.
Yeah.
I cannot take credit. That theory is way too smart for me.
Yeah. No, that's what I would do. Like immediately getting out of something based on insanity.
Because like Kanye could just pay the $50 million tax if they let you make it up. But when you get to a certain level, they go, oh, prosecute, plus he's huge. They can make an example of him. They can fuck him up and put him in prison forever.
Yeah.
But whoa. I'll sacrifice the 2 of my 5 billion and I will stay out of prison. And then I can rebuild later. And all I have to do is pretend to be fucking insane and make a big public apology after going to some sort of rehab, some sort of, re-education from the ADL. You do your struggle session. You go, I'm so sorry. Adidas brings you back. Maybe it's only worth $1 billion after that, but you can rebuild. That's the plan.
Fire says that's 40 chess. And it probably wasn't Kanye's idea. It was probably legal advice. Well, assuming this was true.
So some people have figured out who the theory is from. Maybe he's talked about it. I didn't want to out it if he hadn't talked about it, but yeah, it's apparently the Robert Barnes theory. I think it's actually a very smart theory that makes sense. The other option is he legit went insane. That would be the other option.
Yeah.
Because Kanye did not make bad cultural moves.
And it was all of a sudden.
He made every move right. It was one of the things I loved about him was when he was worth just in the tens of millions or whatever. They're like, what are you doing, you weirdo? He's like, I understand culture. I'm going to be a billionaire while y'all call me stupid.
Yeah. And
then he was a 5 times billionaire like 3 years later.
Yeah. And if you notice, all these things that happened that were negative were like immediately in a row and sequential within like a 3-week period, right?
Yeah.
Nails
it.
Makes sense. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, actually.
Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. I don't know. I don't know Kanye.
All it makes me think of is taxation is theft. That's what it makes me think of.
Taxation is theft.
Yeah. When did you know?
Can you imagine owing a government $50 million? Like, what did you do for me?
Yeah. The government didn't do shit for me. Like, think about this for a moment. If you have a net worth or have money, assets over $20 million, 20 million, every cent after 20 million is taxed at 50% when you die. It's a death tax. So if you are worth $100 million,
they say it's not a death tax. That's the best.
40 million goes to the government. It's a estate tax, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That's just pure evil.
How did the government facilitate your death to the factor where they need to tax half of your estate?
Yeah. You know what that would make me think? So let's assume I'm worth $10 billion, maybe. Let's assume I'm worth $100 billion, right? I would feel like the government was going to assassinate me at any moment to get that money, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's terrifying, dude. Yeah, taxation is theft. And people
in Minnesota, there's an extra 12% estate tax. And it's only after the first, if you're married, the first 2.4 million.
Is it to prevent
that 20 million is only if you're married and you transfer the 10 million to your spouse.
That's what is it, to prevent the snow or something? What are they trying to, what is that for?
Because
does it go to Minnesota or federal or state
Minnesota,
tax?
yeah.
Okay.
So Minnesota gets 12% of your estate after the feds have already taken 50% of your estate.
Yeah.
It's paying 62% of your estate. And the people that it hits hardest in Minnesota, because again, that 1.2 million figure versus the 10 million federal, are farmers.
Yeah.
And a shitload of farmland that's worth millions of dollars, even though you can't tap into that. So then people are forced to sell family farms that may have been in family for generations. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, and yeah, dude, it just doesn't make any sense to me. And people say, man, I've had this conversation on stream before, and this is where it gets spicy because I'm passionate about it, right? Think about this for a moment. What is the first thing people that are uneducated on taxes say that support taxes? If you support taxes, you don't pay into it. There's no way. But that's my first theory. But people will say and for some reason, there are people that support taxes. They'll say this. The first thing they say is, do you not like school and roads?
Oh my God. As if there's no other way to get schools.
99% of your federal income tax goes to an interest rate at the Federal Reserve. Mm-hmm. It's not going to roads. I drove through Tennessee the other day and I almost wrecked like 9 times because the roads are just destroyed.
Yep.
It's not going to roads.
And we always have they always have to struggle to pass like the infrastructure bill. Yeah. And it's like 1/1000th of the military budget. Yeah. Every time they're like, we're going to spend 30 million on roads and bridges, like 30 million. That might fix like 2 of them.
Yeah. And it's because 30 million sounds like a lot, but it's literally a drop.
The crazy thing, the real issue that people need to look into if you're passionate about taxes is what percentage of federal revenue annually comes from the estate tax. Because it's tiny.
Yeah.
Because the reality is that billionaires don't die very often. And even when they do, right? Okay, so they're gonna get Bill Gates' estate, like $40 billion. They're gonna get 20 billion. Okay, well, federal revenue every year is like 2.7 to 3.5 trillion.
Yeah.
And that 20 billion is like that. It's a big chunk. It's like as an individual contributor, it's a big chunk, but as a percentage of revenue for the federal government, it's nothing. It's less than 1%. And we act like it's a big deal. It's literally a punishment for the rich. It doesn't contribute to the federal revenue in any appreciable way.
It's a being able to fathom scope issue. It's like space. Like a lot of people can't fathom the scope of space. A lot of people don't understand how much $1 trillion is. So
it's unreal.
A million seconds is like 7 days, right? Something like that. It's something like that. Or maybe it's 17 days or 7 weeks. 1 billion seconds is 31 years. And they think, 20 billion is a lot. It's like, now 1 trillion is infinitely more.
It's so much.
But we're getting 20 billion. It's like, no, that's like me spending 1 cent like of my yearly budget, you know? So
if you have $1 trillion, this is like I did this math back in like 2000 or something, and I'm drunk, so I don't remember it right. But if you have $1 trillion, You could spend $1 million a day from the day Jesus was born until that day and not hit $1 trillion.
Yeah.
A day. It's an insane amount of money.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I just hate tax, man.
Taxes are bullshit.
I make just enough for my taxes to suck. And I mean suck ass, because I don't make $1 million. There's no way. I don't even get close. Like not even a tenth, right? But then I pay tens of thousands of dollars in a tax. So it just sucks. And then people are like, you don't like roads, bro? And I'm like, for one, you work at McDonald's and you're getting a tax return this year, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, you take out of the tax system. Which, by the way, respect. I did it a ton because I had kids. So I got those income tax credits. And I was absolutely, first of all, the government has rules that allows you to take money from the government versus paying in.
Yeah.
Remember that paying in is literally theft. Taking out is what you should do. And I would do it 1 billion times over if I could.
Yeah.
But let's not praise taxes just because you take out. The reality is there are other ways to fund a government that do not involve taxing income, which does not tax the wealthy, because the wealthy just truncate their income.
Yeah. And keep in mind that if you ask somebody, and this is actually a very unfortunate, staggering truth, you can ask an everyday person. I asked one of my friends this like 2 months ago, and I was like, hey, would you rather there be no tax, or would you rather there be an income tax? You know what the response was? This is a 30-year-old man.
He said an income tax?
He said, oh, well, I would rather I want there to be an income tax because I get like $2,000 back every year. Not realizing that he's losing 12 to 15 on income tax.
Yep.
It's the give me $1 today or wait a week and give me 1,000.
I get my tax return. It's like, bro, if you just didn't have that tax taken out, you could put it into a bank account and make more.
Yeah. And that's, dude, it blows my mind. That Dragon says, Kanye said in Christianity, Jesus would want you to forgive anyone who's done you bad, even Hitler for the Jews. I had an argument with my father about this, with forgiving murderers. Do you agree? It's the wording of it. I mean, if you include Hitler in anything and forgive, like, people are pissed, and rightly so. So I don't touch on that because I understand. Because to say forgive and Hitler in the same sentence, technically based on Christianity, maybe. But I wouldn't. And I'm not like a religious figure, right? And I'm not actually very religious. So yeah, I don't agree. I think Hitler should be tortured for eternity until the end of any fathomable time.
And never not getting Yeezys in his stocking.
Never a forgiveness. Never a forgiveness. And I feel that way about a lot of things. Pedophiles, stuff like that. Convicted, like people that are 100% proved convicted pedophiles, they should be tortured for. If there was a possibility to torture them for eternity, I would like that.
Ooh.
I'm not as big on forgiveness.
A guy in my local says, whenever someone brings up the school roads public safety argument, I say, okay, I'll pay the percentage that stays in our country, but why fund all this overseas nonsense?
Yeah, I don't. Now look, I gotta preface this with something. I don't follow.
Preface this. You mean preface?
I gotta preface this with something.
Your preface is what you look like when you smell the whiskey, but you haven't drank it yet.
Yeah.
This is CAMELCAST preface.
By the way, thanks to Tennessee Mariner. What? Read that again. Read your locals thing, because I'm drunk.
Oh, he just said when anybody says anything about the local, like taxes, roads, education, safety, says, fine, I'll pay that, but fuck off with the foreign shit.
So I don't follow the news. I don't follow any of that shit. It's depressing. It's all negative. But I don't think I want tax money going overseas to fund a war. What do you think? Based on based on ignorant knowledge, that's all I can say.
Look, it depends on the war.
Yeah.
But the reality is, like, I'm very anti-foreign interventionist.
I agree
right now.
100%.
And so, like, I can fathom the war that we would go to and it would be justified and good. I just haven't seen one lately.
Yeah.
And I got more and more black-pilled on military interventionism over the past couple decades.
Thank you, Tariku, for the Little Nicky reference, by the way. Yeah, I don't want to comment too much on that because people get really passionate and they know more than I probably do. So, but I just don't want to pay taxes, man. That's all I can say. It's pretty simple.
For me, I'm happy to pay consumption tax.
Yeah.
Where
a flat consumption tax.
Don't tax my income, tax everything that I buy. People have said over and over, like, Nick is bougie. Look, I fly first class because I'm tall.
Yeah.
I hate sitting in coach because I have to sit like straddling like a yoga instructor. I'm usually next to a fat guy whose gunt is spilling over into my seat.
Always spilling too.
Always.
And they're warm.
So I will gladly pay extra tax money on that first class ticket. I stay in nice hotel rooms. I'll pay for it. Like that will be my punishment. Let me pay for what I consume. And if someone else wants to consume less and pay less taxes, power to them.
What's the word, the number one word based on a consumption tax? It's avoidable.
Exactly.
That's the whole point for me.
Yeah, you can buy generic stuff. You can just not spend. You can save. You can not collect or accumulate. I like some things, and I like to collect, like Warhammer books. I love collecting them. I'll pay a tax on all that shit, and I will pay so much in consumption tax because I'm a stupid consumer.
Yeah.
Than other people who are really smart with their money and they save it. I want other people to pay less taxes than me because they choose to buy less things.
Yeah. But the point is,
it has nothing to do with income. Income is ridiculous.
I don't have to buy a new DSLR camera or mic every single year for a tax write-off. I could just avoid it and use the same one.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. And you can plan for the future.
But they incentivize me to buy shit that I could use but don't need.
Yeah.
I buy a new cell phone every year because it's all a business write-off. Because I sit on my phone all day for work for this. I bought so much audio equipment.
Yeah.
And I'll buy just new stuff constantly because, well, I'll use it.
Yeah, and that's why I don't have a problem swap my credit card while I'm here. You know, because we're doing the stream right now. I mean, we're doing live shows. So, but I would prefer it if it was unavoidable or if it was avoidable.
Of course.
That's the most important word, avoidable. It's like, you know what? I'm just going to not spend any money and pay no consumption tax. So, that's my idea. And the fact that anybody doesn't support that is wild for me.
And by the way, all those like weird Persian men buying Lambos, they will fund your roads.
Yeah.
They'll fund your roads happily. And they'll be like, oh, we bought the roads for you. They'll be so happy. And then they'll go to a club and show a woman how many roads they built, like with their income. And she still won't sleep with them.
No. And so that's my, I just look, and it's a weird thing to say, but I cannot fathom how anybody is in support of an income tax unless they are not paying in. Now I get it then. I understand now.
Yeah.
Because there's no negatives for you. It's only positive. It's like a woman getting married.
But I hated taxes before I ever paid them.
Yeah.
The principle of taxes.
Well, just the fact that you had to.
I knew people who paid taxes.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're funding my tax return that doesn't make any sense.
Well, I grew up in a trailer park.
Yeah.
So when I was 18 and I filed my taxes for the first time, I was like, this sucks. I don't want to do this. That was when I determined I didn't like taxes.
Yeah.
So mine was a simplistic answer. I was like, I don't want to do this. This sucks. TurboTax is weird. And
it's a waste. It's like 2 billion hours. 2 billion work hours get spent on taxes.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about accountants. We're talking about people doing their own taxes.
Right.
It's such a productivity waste.
CLP says like a woman getting married, how? So people that would not support or would support an income tax are people that don't pay into it because there's no negative benefits, kind of like a woman getting married. There's no negative benefits. Whereas a man, there's only negative benefits. That's what I mean. Another conversation for the other time. 90% of courts side with men. 80% of courts side with women for custody battles. And they go for women, and that's fine. You don't make money as a man. So, yeah. That's what I mean by that statement. The tax statement. Lofty says Zelensky or Trudeau, you got to bang one of them. Trudeau, because I'll be pitching. Zelensky's stocky.
Zelensky, because people say he looks like me or Camelot, and that's who I'd bang.
That's because I had a green shirt on.
I'm just saying I would bang me or you, so I'd just pick Zelensky.
He only has a green shirt on in every single picture. And I post a picture with a green shirt, and it's like, why do you look like Zelensky? And I'm like, it's because I have a damn green shirt on. That's the only reason. Because everybody's simple as hell. Oh, green? Yeah, Zelensky.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, Speaking of Zelensky, have you seen the Photoshop pictures going around of him in like New York and the gay pride? They're not real. And look,
They're
I don't.
real. I've never seen them, but they're true.
I don't like want any war. I don't want my taxes going anywhere. But like, and I think that dude's like in it for the celebrity status and the money. I mean, obviously, but
so much money.
All those pictures of him at gay pride, those are not real. That like the original picture gets posted almost immediately every time. It's not real.
What if the original is the Photoshop?
Ooh. See, now technology is getting too good though.
Yeah.
It's getting scary.
And I think the deep fakes need to happen. Like they need to happen to every congressman, every senator, every president, every Supreme Court justice. They need to deep fake them in the most horrible shit ever so that everybody just gets over deep fakes immediately.
Yeah.
And they go
oversaturated.
And they stop like worrying about all this shit and they just start listening to policy.
Because, well, and what's most important is, well, there's not really more important than policy, but it happens to content creators a lot and they have nervous breakdowns over it for no reason. And they want it to be criminalized. And you can't criminalize the advancement of technology. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Except for that one guy that invented a battery that lasted like infinite and they killed him and then bought the patent. Yeah. That's different though.
I'm sorry about that guy.
That was a long time ago too. So Richard says, I want to believe. He's still drunk off the wine.
Damu3 says, Rekieta, where the fuck have you been? I've kept checking your channel for the past week and no live streams. It's amazing because like it's so hard to communicate effectively on social media because of how algorithmic distribution works.
Yeah.
I even have a video up on YouTube right now that says why I'm not going to be really streaming.
Yeah.
I'm in Las Vegas to do my live event. It's been on locals. It's been on YouTube. I talked about it for months and months and months a month and a half on YouTube and Rumble and locals that I would be in Las Vegas around this time. And so, no, I'm not live streaming. It's really, really tough to live stream on the road.
It is. Yeah.
When you're doing stuff.
Yeah. And they didn't see the before, when we were setting this all up, it was a nightmare.
I should take a picture of our setup because it's so fucking ghetto.
It was a nightmare, dude. My camera didn't work. His camera didn't work. His mic didn't work. My mic didn't work. The table exploded.
That never happened. That was like that when we got here.
Yeah, and my camera exploded. My mic, nothing worked. And somehow we went live almost on time, which was very impressive.
Ooh.
So and somebody said, Tiny Timmy says Nick looks trashed. Oh, they were definitely not here yesterday.
Tonight? Oh no, I'm doing great. I'm tired. We've had banger night after banger night.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted in general. But trash? No, not even close.
No,
not from this.
No.
You would have seen me yesterday.
I've never seen you that trashed. Granted, we've only hung out like 6 times now. So you got my like when I came in the door. Thank you, Rebel Hoss. I appreciate you where you are, like 10 away, 15 away. What's up, Delta? And we are 350 away from the third concoction drink.
I'm not drinking a third concoction. If you make me drink a third concoction drink, I'll punch you in the dick on stream.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be making you. It's not me. You're the one that poured the bitch.
We could end the stream.
That's true. That's true. That is very, very true. Yeah, but Tennessee Mariner, again, appreciate you. Squid, again, appreciate you. You guys are maniacs. Red super chats all over the damn board here. Let me get this Rumble rant real quick from my boy. Fake Nom. I don't know what that means. Nick, are you doing a Vegas show next year? If so, please consider doing a day before or after the Viva Barnes show so I can do both.
The Viva Barnes show was scheduled after my show, by the way, and they were going to do it on the same day as my show, but some shit came up that they could not attend, so then they scheduled it 2 weeks later. Don't blame me. I'm just saying my show was scheduled first, and they were going to do it the same day, but they had some stuff come up that conflicted, so then they scheduled it 2 weeks later. I did not look at Viva Barnes and go, I'm going to schedule mine 2 weeks earlier.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have it at the same time because I would have loved to attend it. I've now met Viva and Barnes each in person individually. Would love to hang out with them as a group. Would love to go to their event and hang out with people who are there to see them. So, but that's not my fault. And I'm not saying it's their fault either, of course, because like stuff came up that interfered with their ability to put on the show. So, but yeah. No, I would love to.
I have
and I'd love to do Vegas again. I've had so much fun in this damn city.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, I've been here 14 times, and this has been my favorite ever. I do have a question for you, Nick, specifically. How tall is Russell Brand?
No fucking idea. But I saw a picture of him with Viva.
That's where
Russell Brand's 5'9".
So
Viva's not a very tall guy.
Okay, I just making sure. I saw that. I'm like, man, he looks like he's a 5'4". Like
Viva's about. I think he's about 5'5" to 5'6".
He's got a face structure that looks like he's like 6.
And Viva is jacked, by the way.
Yeah,
like his arms, like he's in good shape or whatever. But he's just not a very tall guy. I think Russell Brand is probably about average height.
Yeah. It's weird because, like Bronco, for example.
Bronco's fucking tall.
His face, when I was on a show with him, I'm like, oh, he looks like he's like 5'7", and then I meet him and he's a giant.
Yeah, Bronco's 6 feet tall.
It's so weird how facial structure.
Attorney's about 6'1". I'm taller than both of them.
Yes. Well, you're taller than me too.
Well, that's what everybody comes up and says. People come up and they're like, "You're a fucking giant." I'm like, well, I'm not that tall, but I am tall-ish. It's just how it goes.
That's why we don't invite Andrew.
Mindset?
Yeah.
He's not as tall as he claims.
What do you mean? He's like 6'7", man.
He is not.
Dude.
I was at Matsuri with you. Andrew is 6'5" tops.
I don't know about that.
Tops.
No, I don't think so.
Well, he's taller than me.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on the man.
He's a huge dude.
But he's not 6'7", 6'5".
I don't know, man. I feel like I was looking up at a damn tree. So yeah. Nick is shorter than Attorney Tom, Junk says.
Not even close.
I feel like he was pretty short too when I met him. Or of anybody shorter than me is short or at my height.
Yeah, he's shorter than you.
Yeah. So
yeah. Because he's shorter than my waist.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So wait, so Viva's doing a show next month or is it next year?
March, I think 12th is Viva Barnes here in Vegas.
Oh, well, damn.
I wish I could come back for it, but
yeah.
I'm just going to be, there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way I could swing an immediate return trip here.
Yeah. When you take this much time off.
I got invited to a UFC style event out here as a VIP guest next weekend.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm like, God, I wish I could go. I just can't. I don't think I can
Yeah.
immediately return to Vegas. I might try, but I don't think I can make it.
Yeah, I couldn't afford it, but I also wouldn't just want to take. Well, I'm from Alabama, so I don't want to take the freaking plane.
I'll sleep on the street like a homeless. I don't care about affording it. I want to come out and do it. I love going to professional fights. It's
yeah,
awesome.
Last one I went to was UFC 145. That's how long it's been for my.
I've never been to a UFC event. I've been to a professional fight.
Yeah,
but not UFC.
Yeah, it was 145. It's a long time ago. It was like 2012 or some shit. Xander says, "Did Brinka like Mr. Masterson?"
I heard that they took a picture together. I wasn't around when they hung out. You got to understand, at an event with 200 people, you don't and when you're a person who people recognize, you don't get to spend much time with each person. So yeah. I do think they talked. They took a picture and posted to social media or whatever. I don't think Branka had any idea who Dick was on that live stream where it's like, show your face, and he was a little tipsy. But I'm guessing they had a very cordial meetup because of course they'd like each other. They're hilarious, both of them.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I'll say you can't like Dick Masterson.
He's hilarious.
Unless you have some vendetta already. Then yeah. Tim says you look a little faded. Yeah. Yeah, it's happening. We hit double concoction goal, which Nick made. And he put a lot of the smoky shit in there too. So yeah, we're 2 in. We're 2 in. It's only 12:16. God.
Only 12:16.
That's wild.
When do we wrap up?
It's up to you.
I think I have to go do one more night of Vegas.
Wait, when do you leave tomorrow?
5.
5. Oh,
I said I gotta be up at 8.
Oh, PM.
I gotta be up at 8:30 though.
Yeah.
Or I gotta be somewhere at 8:30. I have to leave here at 8.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fucking mess.
Yeah, we can totally wrap, dude. 3 a.m. here. End it, please. Oh yeah, I forget that we're in Vegas and not in where I usually live, which would be 2 a.m. here.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out. Are you flexing your tits right now? You're totally doing it.
I've never done that in my life.
You're doing it.
No,
I thought you said you couldn't do it.
I never said that.
Oh, okay.
What are you talking about?
Thank you guys so much. What's up, Christopher? How you doing, buddy? We hit the like goal. We hit the damn super chat goal like 3 times.
Nice.
If you're a mod watching, please bring the liquid IVs. I appreciate you. We were planning on doing more Vegas streams, but we were partying too much, man.
And we couldn't find a hot tub.
Yeah.
The room has jacuzzi tubs, but it's 2 jacuzzi tubs, and it'd be a little bit too, like, there's not enough room to be in there.
Yeah, and it's
our legs would have touched each other's balls.
There's it's a sauna. There's a sauna, but it's really small too.
Can't sit in a fucking sauna. If I did a live stream on a sauna, I'd be in a hospital.
Well, our phones would fucking die probably, or the cameras would die. They'd be like, yeah, well, we're out. We can't function.
Yeah, you get over like 110, 120 degrees on and especially with wetness, like it'd be fucking ruined.
Wetness. Big shout out to Wolverine Snicked, Arno, gotcha, son. Who else is in this big old bitch that wait, is that all? Hey, did this page refresh? Oh my god, it's not gonna show me the super chat. Man, that stupid. I hate when this happens. It cut them all out. But of course, Tennessee Marrier, Squid, Tennessee Marine. Squid. I appreciate all you guys. I love you. My super chats refreshed and they're not there anymore. But I'll pull them up on the next stream, of course, for catch up. Thank you, Fake Nom. Thank you, all the people. Arno was, I think, the biggest one on Rumble Rants as well. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Blue balling us with the hot tub stream. Damn. Yeah, there just wasn't a hot tub, man.
If we had one to do it in, we could do it. We just don't. That's the problem.
Yeah, I was assuming there would be one in the room, but
yeah, I thought that was our whole thing. Was like, oh, there's a jacuzzi and a grand piano. There's a grand piano, but there's no jacuzzi.
Right. Yeah.
Jacuzzi tubs are not jacuzzis.
Yeah.
Different. But you'll have to come up to Minnesota.
Yeah.
And then that'd
be fun.
We'll do the fucking hot tub.
Dude,
we'll some guns.
I love doing hot tubs when it's like freezing. I don't know. It's like the contrast.
Yep.
It's really cool. Thank you guys so much for joining the CAMELCAST 006 with the first repeat guest, Mr. Nick REKIETA, the GOAT himself. Thanks to Nick for making Vegas insane. Obviously, if it was only me, it wouldn't have been freaking as spicy. So I appreciate that. Thanks to all the people that support your boys. Follow Nick on Locals. Tell him what's your Locals link?
REKIETAlaw.locals.com. Join up. Also, if you have been joined up, I don't think they auto renew. I think you got to manually renew your stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Which is weird.
Yeah.
Talk to them about that. But make sure you manually renew your stuff.
Yes.
If you are like, oh, shit. Because I've seen people pop in. They're like, they forgot to notify me that my thing had expired. Glad I checked because I couldn't chat. So make sure you do that. We got a live chat going 24/7.
Yep.
We've got a couple Locals live streams that have happened. I do exclusive Locals live streams as well. And both of us are going to release the footage from the live show that we did on our Locals streams for our supporters.
Yes.
So,
very, very important because your favorite creators and Locals, and I know your favorite creators are Nick REKIETA and me, obviously. So supporting them on there, it gives them the most revenue possible. It helps them keep their show going live, keep them having their equipment and doing everything they can to keep you entertained and keep their community strong and lively. So if you're not supporting on there, it's 16 cents a month. Very important, guys. Get on that shit.
16 cents a month?
16 cents a day.
I was going to say.
I've been drinking.
It's $5 a month.
Yes, 16 cents a day.
It's money you would throw at the homeless for hilarity.
Yeah.
Like you literally just take 16 cents and whip it as hard as you can as the first homeless man.
It's insulting to the homeless.
I used to do that. With quarters, though. That's two local subscriptions. That's you and me. If you take a quarter plus a nickel, you throw it at a homeless person, or
at least you didn't beat the shit out of like bum fights guy.
I wouldn't do that. I'd just throw money at them and then drive away before they started yelling at me in German.
Yeah. So make sure you guys follow Nick on Locals. Follow me on Locals. Follow Nick on Rumble and YouTube, of course. That's the biggest thing you can do. If you can't, or you're not in a place to where you can support, you can always just subscribe, hit that like button, and that is more than enough. So I appreciate you guys. I love you. You guys are goated. Saltstorm, Rebel Bird, Hallucination, Daracuda, all my boys down a few floors that are mods. Thank you guys for existing. I know we fuck with each other a lot, but I appreciate you guys being here. And thanks for Mr. Rackets and Lady Rackets. Fantastic people to go on a vacation with, let alone stream with or work with. Dick Masterson, appreciate you. All these people, love you, appreciate you. We're gonna log off.
Yeah.
Give them the peace, man.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Peace. Peace.
Hell yeah. Bye, bitches. Get on it, dog on it.